Oh, they can't hear us? They can't.
That just happened.
Yeah. What I said when we started was to Joe Hervey in the chat, Hannibal is the one that wears the mask. And then he said some stupid shit, so I did this to him. Just like that. Look, Hannibal, this is for you. See this?
What Monty said when we started he was like, you know what, son, and I love you very much. I'm very proud of you, and amazing. And I wish I could be like you, and you know, you're very talented. You're very talented. And I was like, thank you. I said, you know what would mean a lot to you?
Fuck you, Nuka Zeus. Fuck you, Nuka Zeus.
I got echoes now. Now I got echo.
You got echo? All right, Zoe's working on it. Zoe's working on it.
Echo.
Yeah.
All right. We get to work there.
Yeah. I'm listening here. It's not set to ultra low latency, so
we're working it out.
Yeah, this is brand new Streamlabs setup, brand new channel. We're working it out. This is all new, and look, we got 134 subscribers now. Like, this channel is growing. This channel is growing. This channel is young. It's a baby.
Brand new shit.
Yeah. And look, if we're trying to hit that nerd talk community with this channel, so which, if the echo is gone, is a perfect way to set up our guest. Like, we'll introduce Drew first, because he's all about that nerd life. Because go check this dude's channel out, and we need to put your links in the description. We didn't do that. So, but Token Drew is with us. And Black Guy TV. But Token Drew, you go first, because you're all about that nerd life. Like, I've checked out your channel. Tell people what you do on your shit.
All right, it was good. I'm Token Drew. I'm trying on my channel, unboxing, and figures, statues, like that. Camera a little bit.
There you go.
I'm also a rapper. So on all my back, get back.
He's got an echo too.
I got the echo too.
Yes. All right. Bear with channel. We're working out all the kinks on it. All right.
Yeah, it's gonna get worked up.
Okay.
And I guess the key thing is we're very 420 friendly on my channel, so we're sitting there blazing the whole time.
It's like Echo Inception right now. Echoception. All right, we get it worked out.
That's all I got.
There we go.
It's fixed.
There we go. It's fixed now. There we go.
It's fixed. Should I do it again?
Yep.
Yeah. Do it. Tell them who you are again without an echo. Like, let's give you a proper intro.
All right. Well, I go by Token Drew. I like to do unboxings and reviews of statues and figures on my channel. I'm a rapper, so in the background of all my videos, you'll hear my rap music. You might have heard me do a rap song about a certain somebody floating around here before.
Gay man, right? I mean,
yeah.
Cool. The coon.
Yeah. We don't. Yeah. We don't talk about him here. Like, this is for nerd talk. So
technically, Coon and friends are superheroes. So
Coon and friends.
They are.
Listen, if y'all haven't seen those episodes of South Park, first off, we need to cut up those episodes, Monty, and then use those anytime we have issues with G-Man. The Coon and friends.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, we blaze on my channel. There's a bunch of hip hop, a bunch of fucking anime, comic books, video game. Like, I collect all that shit. You see me with the fucking Infinity Gauntlet right now because we rocking that shit. You know, we in this bitch. We in this.
Nice. Yeah. All right.
Got some MCU up in the house.
Like, you give a girl that Power Stone, you might fuck her up, bro.
Straight. And then use that time stone to make sure that shit didn't happen. No more baby sleep.
I met a girl last night that was like, she was like, oh my God, I just started dating this guy who's 50, and sometimes he'll put his whole gauntlet inside of me, and I'll come to me. Like, that's what she said last night. It was crazy. Wild ass girl. I got her number though. So
there you go. You did it right, Hannibal. You did it right. Yeah. So all right. That's Token Drew. Check his shit out. Zoe, can you find his channel? And him and Black Guy TV. They're not in the description. Keep spamming the chat with their channels, and then we'll add them to the description later. But Black Guy TV, Drees, tell people who you are. Like, and keep in mind, you know, this we might build an audience that has no idea who the people we normally fuck with are.
True. Well, I'll say this. I started my channel talking about video games. I've heard people say they like to hear my opinion on video games because I would say that's nerd shit.
Yeah.
You know? But then I kind of drifted into the world of the, please don't be offended by what I'm saying, the tards.
Yeah.
And I started talking about G-Man, Shanny, and Nick Bravo, and, well, I'm not going to mention this other guy's name because he likes to hear his name. But yeah, you know.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck him all the way up there. Yeah. Anyways, so I talk about idiots on the line, and people think I'm funny for some reason. I don't know why.
That's right. And check out his channel. It's always a good time. Just don't come with some racist shit or
please don't
block a Zulu, as he should.
Or I'll yell at your ass for 30 minutes.
Yeah. So there you go, and that's all of it. We all know who Hannibal and Monty are, and if you look, oh wait, I'm still flipped the wrong way over here. If you look over there, you'll see all the movies we'll be talking about on this show, which is X-Men Origins Wolverine, Batman Under the Red Hood, Captain America Winter Soldier, which is, you know, part of the beef that I have with Hannibal, and Doctor Strange. So
there you go. And this is this will be an interesting run because I'm very curious to see how Drees and so whenever we have new guests on the show, I'm always curious to see how they grade movies next to how Monty and I grade movies. And I'm not Joe Hervey asks, he says, which one is Black Guy TV? Am I allowed to ask that now?
Racist motherfucker.
The one
Black Guy TV.
He's the black one. He's the black one.
Yeah, he's the black. He's the guy hanging out under me. He's the guy living in hell right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I am an atheist, by the way.
Yeah. An atheist in hell. It just like figure that one out. So, man, you know what we need to talk about? Not right now, but I didn't realize this until last night. But on Hulu, they just did. There's a fucking Hellstrom TV series.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw that fucking trailer.
Yeah, I just like one of my roommates was watching the shit. I like last night. I was like, "What are you watching?" She was like, "I'm watching this new show called Hellstrom." And I'm like, "Hellstrom?" So I did like minimal Googles, and it's like, yeah, like the old son of Satan comics, like the Hellstrom shits.
Yeah.
Like they did a TV show based on that.
All right.
Yeah, it's super. It's so first off, that's a random ass comic to get its own TV show.
Yeah.
They're like super duper random. Also, Token Drew, a couple people were saying that they can't hear you. Is there any way you can boost your gain on your mic?
Yeah, that's what I can do.
All right, there we go.
Okay.
There we go.
He got that. There we go.
So
yeah. So look,
I might have to use the wired headphones, man. They're a little bit better than the wireless. I've noticed.
Yeah.
Notice all the DC booties around here. There you go. See
Oh, I see him. All right. I see you.
Technically, that's a Marvel.
I see Mystique ass over there.
Yeah,
that's a Marvel.
Yeah, there's a Marvel ass. All right, I see you.
We should do that. We should rank the asses of the asses of comics.
Yeah.
The asses of the MCU, asses of the DCEU.
Black Widow gonna be on top.
Yeah. I mean, should we?
Man, you know, I can't get myself to give a fuck about this Black Widow movie. I want to. Can you guys hear me?
Look.
You sound way better now.
Yeah, you sound way better.
They should have released this shit before Endgame. I hate watching these movies where you know the outcome of this character. Nothing bad's gonna happen to her. There's no fucking threat. You know what I'm saying? It's like we know she's gonna die jumping off goddamn Boromir. So I'm gonna see it just for the culture and so I can fucking see the end.
Yeah, but Drew, are you not excited to see fucking? I think Taskmaster's in this.
I am excited to see that. I'm excited to see how they pull him off.
I am.
Taskmaster's pretty dope.
Like this might be a Taskmaster Origins movie, and we get him in other things. Like we don't know what's going to happen with him. That's the exciting part for me.
Right.
Ben Meredith said we can call it the ultimate comic booty list.
Yes.
Look, listen. I like that. I like that. You know, and look, it worked the other way because it could be the ultimate comic big old titties list. So we could do a bunch of it. Also, Power Girl off Muscle.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
And Zoe's putting the links in the chat. Black Guy TV Token Drew.
Power titties.
Go subscribe to him.
Right.
We don't have a point system yet for the ultimate comic book movie list. We don't do plunger points here. We're going to do something different once we figure out what this audience is. Notice the only two mods are the Shit Show and Hannibal. And Zoe.
I'm a mod?
And Zoe.
What? I'm about to time everybody out. I'm blocking everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody who disagrees with my opinion is getting blocked. Okay?
Yes. We're going to figure this shit out as we go.
I'm waving fingers, blocking everybody.
Yeah. Especially Tyrone. But you know, anyway. Well, let's get into these fucking movies. Let's start this shit off. So,
what are we starting off with? Wolverine Origins?
Yeah, and I guess I'll go first since I picked this.
So look, let's and just so everybody knows. All right, let's go ahead and just lay the blame on this right now, okay? Because each one of us picked a movie that we wanted to review. For this, Token Drew picked Doctor Strange. Dries picked Captain America: Winter Soldier. I picked Batman Under the Red Hood. Oh, let me adjust my camera, my screen just a little bit. There we go. Bam, got that shit. Look, so I picked Batman Under the Red Hood. I initially picked Batman Death in the Family. And I did not realize that Batman Death in the Family is an interactive Blu-ray. So Monty and I would literally have to figure out how or if that movie should even be quantified in our, in our list, or how that would work, because it's an interactive movie. I guess it's technically like a game.
Oh, we just got a Streamlabs. Who is that from?
That was from Kilo.
Awesome. All right.
I am on the wrong. I had to switch channels so I can even get to it. Oh, YouTube. How do I do? I gotta figure out how to do this on Streamlabs. Right. There's a lot of little buttons to figure out. Anyway, all of us picked good movies to watch, and then Monty, black ass, decided that he was gonna pick. Right. Yep. He decided, and he didn't just pick a bad movie. Okay, he picked one of arguably the worst comic book films to come out in the last 20 years in a theatrical release. In 20, like, I mean, is that in the last 20 years?
I'm gonna wait my turn.
Yeah.
Keep going.
So there you go. Yeah, all that's right. It. That's all I got to say. My like this pox on our house. Okay, where's my Zoe? Where's Dad at? Where's he at? Where's he
put me on screen. I'm right the fuck here. Don't call me Dad though.
Look, and then look at the background. He even got his. Go ahead.
I'm right the fuck here. And
oh man, I can't wait to get in on this.
Yeah. I'm gonna kick it off. Because I think we're gonna agree, but we might disagree a little bit. Hannibal said this movie is not bad. It's one of the worst movies ever. I forgot how he worded it.
What I said was it's one of the worst comic book theatrical releases in the last 20 years.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. I think
I was very meticulous about my wording.
I know you were. I know you were. And I think this movie is just bad. Let me be right up front with that. This movie is just bad. And here's why I say that. Because I rewatched this movie and I wanted to see if I was still gonna like. And the way I watch these is I separate the comics from the movies. I'm just watching this movie, and I wanted to see if I still hated this movie without any of the attachment. And yes, I do still hate this movie, but.
Good man. See, this is why I love my dad. Okay?
Fuck you. But I love the first third of it. I love it. Love it.
So like the war sequences and like
the war sequences up until Wolverine kills the helicopter.
So you liked all that shit with the fucking old girl talking about
listen,
Wolverine, how's it the mood?
Wait, Token Drew, save it for your turn.
But turn to speak.
You will get to go in. You'll get to go in.
Shit all on him.
But
okay.
I loved from the beginning of this movie up until he kills the helicopter. Everything about that, in my opinion, is a really good movie. If that movie ended there, I'd be like, it's an incomplete movie, so, not really done. Thanks for subscribing, whoever you are. But it was solid, and it was good and entertaining. The adamantium claws, all that shit. The minute he starts trying to go to that island, nothing makes a goddamn bit of sense. Why is anything happening? It ruins everything you set up, which gives us a bad movie. This movie goes from being something that this movie could have been good if they had, turned right instead of left. But they went all the way in with the ridiculousness. Like the Blob was stupid. Everything was stupid. Gambit, when I forget everything I know about Gambit still fucking sucks. I was like, maybe he's better if I forget who Gambit is. I'm gonna get Gambit out of my mind. I don't know who Gambit is. Who's this guy that calls himself Gambit? Oh, he's shit. Whatever. And I keep moving. And they keep doing this shit. So I think they had a good start. Couldn't figure out how to finish it. There's got to be production stories about why this happened. I don't pay attention to that stuff. But it's super obvious that the second half of the movie was taken over by somebody else, and they didn't know what the fuck they were doing with it. So I give this movie D+, which is better than terrible.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm straddling D+ and D. So.
Okay.
So I can be.
So just so you know, the phrase "straddling the D" is not something that you ever want to hear.
I should never. I shouldn't say that anymore. I take that back. I'm standing between a D+ and a D. There we go.
Okay. There you go. All right. Okay. All right. Monty gave it a D+. And see, Monty's weird because the way he set that shit up, it sounded like he was about to go way higher than a D. And then he did. Token Drew, what say you, sir? What did you think about X-Men Wolverine Origins? And look, everybody in the chat, we're gonna get to y'all as well, and I want to do this right now because I don't want to get too far without acknowledging everybody. Kilo sent us a dono. Thank you very much, Kilo. He says, I support that enigma in the mask. I appreciate the reference, sir. And he says, also, Delta 8 thick is legal in Tennessee, and I dig it. Today in 1960, Jean-Claude Van Damme was born. That's right, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Libra gang, baby. Also, my birthday is what is it, Thursday? My birthday is Thursday, y'all.
Yeah. And
Happy birthday.
No shit show for Hannibal on Wednesday. Like
No. I'll be on Wednesday. I won't be on Friday.
Oh, not Friday. Yeah, not Friday. Not Friday.
The Wednesday is the 21st. I'll be on that show. I won't be on the Friday show. But we're working up something special for you guys. It'll be awesome. I might look. We working on some shit. Anyway. Token Drew, what did you think about X-Men Origins Wolverine? Let's talk.
He loved it.
Oh, here you go, Drew. It's your time to shine. Talk about it. Tell us your thoughts.
So, look, that in and of itself is a punchline right there.
So, peep game. All right. I try to take your same approach when I go to see these movies. I try to separate the comics from the movies. I look at them like, all right, I had my time with the comics in the fucking 80s or 90s series. This is for the kids. This is for the young people. You know what I'm saying? I try to go with it with an open mind. And I was excited because, they have my dude Deadpool in it. Now, I got a Deadpool tattoo. I got one, years and years ago. I fucking love Deadpool. So, the first 10 minutes of the movie, I think is dope. When they did that whole war sequence, I thought it was cool how they referenced Wolverine's actual backstory with him being named James and him killing who his dad was, you know what I'm saying? Like, I thought that was cool. I'm like, all right, these guys are keeping to the comics. I'm in this shit. Let's go. Let's do this shit. But then when they start fast forwarding, and they do that whole shoved in conversation with his woman, and she's all like, "Let me tell you the story of the Wolverine that howled at the moon." I'm like, "Bitch, Wolverines don't howl. That's the first thing you're wrong at. They don't howl at the fucking moon. This dude's not called the Wolf. All right, fucking hell." So I was pissed off as shit about that, and like she goes on forever, and the whole time this badass fucking, you know, Logan is sitting there just watching her with the dumbest look on his face, and I'm like, fucking do something. This is stupid as shit. I also hated the fact there's so many inconsistencies about the movie. I agree with you when they brought out Gambit, you know, because I was one of the cats was following the movie when it came up. I'm like, oh shit, they casted Gambit, let's get it, and they had him. And like when I was watching it last night with the kids, they were like, what's Gambit's power? Does he just float cards in the air? And I'm like, no, it's more than that. And they're watching it and they're like, dude, this guy kind of sucks. I'm like, no, kids, Gambit's bad. Like, you fucking movie is ruining Gambit for the next generation. You know what I'm saying? Like,
preach.
We had pervert rapey Gambit, and then this fucking generation has, oh, look at my card tricks, and I'm gonna fucking fight Wolverine when he's busy. It's stupid as shit, you know. But I try to find some positives. But like, I kind of feel like they smoke a lot when they make these movies, and as a fellow smoker, I can agree with that. That's dope as shit. But you need to step back when you're sober and be like, yo, how does these timelines, you know, run up? Like, how is Emma Frost in that movie, and then they put her as a grown-up in the in X-Men First Class, or Cyclops? How the fuck is he even in this movie? Like, the age don't line up, and you know. And I think the thing that bugged me the most, honestly, aside from just the story inconsistencies, were there was a leak before the movie came out, and that's why the CG was it was like unfinished CG. So we were all like, yeah, we watched that shit. We fucking used LimeWire and poisoned our computers to watch it. You know, it is what it is. My computer got internet herpes because of the movie. It's cool. And I was like, well, they'll maybe fix this. They'll maybe fix this shit up, and they didn't. And it looks so bad. And then Deadpool. Yeah. What they did with Deadpool, I kind of feel like watching that movie as a Deadpool fan and super hyped about Deadpool finally being in the movie.
Oh.
I felt like that was the equivalent of the director standing in front of me with pineapple pizza, shoving it in my face, saying, "Eat that, nigga," with the hard R over and over and over. And I'm like, no, bruh, I don't want this shit. And he's like, eat it. This nigga's gonna have Cyclops blast, and then we're gonna sew his mouth shut, and he's gonna get Baraka arms. I'm like, why? Why is he doing all this? Yeah. The fight was alright when he's teleporting back and forth, you know, fighting the two on the building for no reason. That was decent, I guess. But like, the movie's stupid as shit. So I'm gonna have to say, I mean, I give him credit for trying to be comic accurate for like 10 minutes, you know, and they set up the character okay. So I'm gonna have to give it like, I'm gonna say a D.
All right.
I'll say a D.
All right. Yeah. Drew's landed on a D. Gotcha. All right.
Ooh. See, again, phrasing, Monty, phrasing. You can't say Drew landed on the D. All right.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Say 2 times you did that, Danny. All right, stop that.
Hey, stop calling me that. Drew ended up giving this movie a D. Got it. Drew ended up giving this movie a D.
Yes, Joe Harvey, Dad is so controlling, okay? He won't even let me play PlayStation no more, okay? He says I got to make sure I come home with straight A's, but I graduated high school a while ago. I don't understand. It's a weird guy.
And look, anyway. You see when the grade pops up, Wolverine looks like he is not happy with these grades. He's like, no.
Wait, Zoe, can you show the screen again? With the grade screen again? Can you go to that real fast?
Yeah, he's like, no. Here it comes. There you go.
No.
He popped up out of the water to tell us. So yeah, it's Dreese's time now.
My turn, please.
Yes. It's your turn. It's your turn.
Okay. Well, first off, oh shit. See, I can't even do it because let's see what would happen if I did. If I pointed this bitch at my screen. Y'all can't see it. But I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I got 2 monitors up right now. Yeah. You wanna know who's on my monitors right now?
Who's that?
Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah. Now, Deadpool is in my top 10, but my two favorite comic book characters are Wolverine and Hulk.
Yeah.
Okay, as y'all can tell, I got anger problems. So those are my patron saints of comics. Okay. Yeah. So when I saw X-Men Origins Wolverine, I could not wait. So now, just like Drew said, I saw I read the Wolverine Origins, where how how he was a sickly child, and the day that his actual father came home and tried to steal his mother away and shot his real dad, he didn't know. He went nuts, killed his father. That's when his mutation activated.
Yeah.
Of course, they kind of sneaked Sabretooth as his brother, which is not really how it actually is in the comics, but I let it go. I let it go because it was done well. Then I like the whole them having their brotherly link, going through all these wars because their healing factor keeps them young, and I thought that all that was dope. I thought his bone claws looked weird, but whatever. Right. So I was good up until that point, and then I think the woman that Drew was talking about said Wolverine howling at the moon. I think her name was like Silver Fox or something like that.
Yeah, so that was supposed to be Silver Fox.
Yeah, okay. And that was supposed to be like I guess kind of like Alpha Flight or something they were in, kind of, right? Or is that
no, it was it was supposed to be, I think, the Weapon X Strike Force.
Okay. I might have got that wrong. I thought it was that Canadian strike force they got.
No, it's not Alpha Flight. Although drop one of the clues bombs for Sasquatch and Puck. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. We
don't have a clues bomb on here right now.
So I was like, okay, cool, because I know that was like one of Wolverine's like first kind of like love interests and stuff, and so I was like, okay, that's cool. And then Sabretooth came and he went rogue and killed her. I'm like, okay, that's part of the comics. Cool. You know what I'm saying? I was happy. And then you want to know what ruined this movie for me?
What's that?
When they captured him and put adamantium in his body. Now all that, I was happy. I was like, okay, here we go. Here you go. Oh, he's waking up, and he comes up, jump out the door. I'm like, wait, what? No,
kill him.
This is wrong. Like they did in the Phoenix movie or whatever the fucking movie was. He was supposed to slaughter that whole entire enclave. Okay, and he was supposed to get to that head scientist guy right before he's about to slay him. Something happens and he has to flee. You know what I'm saying? He's all naked and cold in the wilderness and shit, going nuts and sleeping with the wolves and surviving with the animals and stuff, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And that would fucking ruin it for me. Then he just goes to mom and pop's barn, okay, and then he's like, "Oh, I got metal cloak. Oh shit, I cut their thing in half." Like, what the fuck? And then he killed the helicopter, and I was like, I wasn't mad at that really, because I mean, if anybody's with laced metal, indestructible bones could kill a helicopter, whatever, but. And then they kill Agent X like it was nothing. It's fucking garbage. Like, I don't know if you guys ever played the movie video game linked to this movie. It was better than the fucking movie.
I've heard
it's
incredible.
It was so good.
Awesome.
It did a better job than this movie. And then, I like I'm not gonna lie, I like the whole dynamic with Sabretooth, even though they're not like that in the comics. They fucking hate each other. You know what I'm saying? But oh man, I was so happy when I saw Wade Wilson. And it was fucking Ryan Reynolds. And he was just running off at the mouth and acting stupid. And I was like, oh, this is cool. Because if you actually read the comics, Deadpool was crazy even when he was fucking human. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Which they actually did in the later movies, and they did accurately. So I'm like, oh, cool. I'm like, oh man, I can't. And I found out he was gonna be the final boss. I was like, oh, I can't wait for this shit. And then they sewed his mouth shut, I guess as a joke. So I knew at this point that the people at Fox didn't really give a fuck about these movies. They were just pumping them out and having some idiot that had no love for the comics delegate and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I was pissed. But like Drew said, that ending fight was fucking cool. I like how Sabretooth and him as brothers, they come in and they defeat him and all that stuff, cut his head off. I enjoyed all that. I still like the way Wolverine. I'm gonna tell you, the first X-Men movie, I wasn't a fan of Hugh Jackman, but by X2 I was. And seeing him, as Wolverine again, I still love Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, so I'm not upset at that. But to me, as Wolverine being my favorite character, I love his origin story, and all the other stuff, like he said about Emma Frost being like young, but then she's old in the past, and then all this other bullshit they was putting in there. It's just like you could just see there's no love going into the movie like you see in these movies now coming out in the MCU. And I can't wait to actually see what they do with the X-Men. But because he's one of my favorite characters, I was very disappointed at that movie. I was really pissed, and I'm going to give this fucking movie an F.
Ooh, hitting it with the F.
Yeah.
Shit.
And I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I didn't fucking watch this movie because I didn't have to. Because as you can see, I knew all the shit about it when I had to see it again.
Ooh, see, that's okay. And we like, okay. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. Okay. We'll come. All right, wait, hold on a second. Black Guy TV.
No, I know every inch of that movie.
I can tell. No, trust and believe. I can tell, and I understand. I understand.
Black Guy TV with the flag. Look. Whenever somebody gives an F, I'm gonna change the background to like an American flag. That movie just got a flag, or a football, like the football flag.
Fuck the people.
Vapion said Black Guy TV has the same two favorite superheroes as my mom. I don't know if that's a diss, or if that just, I don't know if that's a diss, or if that just means that your mom is cool as fuck, bro.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
My mom.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Vapion's mom might just be a hard body. Okay, look, listen. The funny thing is, my four favorite in no order is, four favorite comic book heroes all time is. Well, no, five favorite. I can do this easy. My five favorite all time: Wolverine, Daredevil, Spider-Man, Batman, and Deadpool. Those are my favorite five. Those are the five that's like I will read any book that comes out on them.
All right.
Those are my favorite five. I've always been a Marvel guy over DC.
Yeah.
But like one of my friends used to always say, Batman is just the cool, like he's the only DC character that's cool enough to hang out with Team Marvel.
Yeah.
Could you imagine a Batman Ghost Rider comic, Batman Punisher comic? That would be awesome.
Batman and Punisher going at each other. Oh, that'd be
or trying to work together.
Comic.
Yeah.
But what?
I have a Batman Captain America comic, and I think of Batman teaming up with someone else. I have a whole bunch of the crossover ones up in the attic.
Get the Batman Spawn comic?
Oh, I don't know if I got that one.
The Batman. Look, hey, fun fact about the Batman Spawn comic. There were two different ones. There was Batman Spawn and Spawn Batman. DC did one, Marvel did one, and another fun fact, in one of them, I can't remember which one, but Batman ends the book by throwing a batarang in the Spawn's face, and they kept it. They kept it as part of the character.
That's a shoelace. That's a shoelace scar.
Yeah, his face is sewn together for a good few issues after.
Another fun fact, in the Batman Captain America comic, Joker knocks out Red Skull because he's like, I might be crazy, but I'm an American crazy motherfucker, not like you crazy German Nazi bastard. So like, Joker's crazy, but he ain't a fucking Nazi.
Joker's crazy, but he's not racist. Like, I'll kill you
everybody.
Yeah. And I don't have to call you racial slurs when I do it. I'll just kill you.
Right, and I'll laugh the whole time.
Yeah.
It'll be funny as shit.
Yeah.
Let Hannibal get on too.
Yeah. Hannibal, it's your time to talk about this.
Yeah. So I mean, the funny thing about going last on these reviews is, so look, I'm such a big fan. Look, I got on a Deadpool shirt right now. I bought this shirt like years before the Deadpool movie came out, and look, this shirt is awful. I don't know if y'all can see how busy this shit is. Okay, and in the back it's got nothing really on it, and it glows in the dark for some reason. It's super random.
Yeah,
it's super duper random. Yeah, I walked into a store in like this white ass part of Georgia one time, like in the middle of Trump country, and a woman saw me wearing this shirt, and she was like, "Oh, that shirt is so interesting." Like, she was just, so understand, I am a fan of Deadpool. I love Wolverine. And so the first thing I have to do is I have to remove the comic enthusiast in me from this movie so I can watch this. Because if I watch it as a comic enthusiast, then I'm giving this an F-. But I'm not reviewing it from that lens. Okay? I'm not. I'm restraining myself. I'm pulling. And like, I realized with the X-Men franchise from the very first movie, I was like, in order for me to like these movies, I have to separate my fandom from the films. And understand, I am a huge X-Men fan. X-Men is my favorite comic franchise of all. I'm not saying it's the best franchise. I'm saying it's the one that I enjoy the most. Like, the internal struggles between the mutants and the humans. Like, if y'all didn't notice that was Stan Lee trying to show y'all the civil rights movement. That the mutants is black people struggling for their rights. And then you had the racist humans that were trying to exterminate them. Professor X was modeled after Martin Luther King. Magneto was styled after Malcolm X. You know,
sir.
like, I'm not making this up. This is easily Googleable information. All right, so like, as a child, me and my brother both were huge X-Men fans because we recognized when we were like 5, 6, 7, 8 years old what this was, and we thought it was fucking incredible. So all right, let me get into this shit. What I liked about this movie, okay, and everybody said this, like unilaterally, everybody has said this, and I'm going to just repeat it as well. The best thing about this movie is the opening credits that show the wars that Sabretooth and Wolverine went through. Like, we get a chance to see them in you know, the Civil War, World War I, World War II. We get the chance to see them in Vietnam. We get a chance to see them through all those scenes. And honestly, those scenes are a much more interesting movie than the movie they actually showed us.
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
I want to see that movie. I meant to say that. You beat me to it. Keep going. Keep going. Preach, Hannibal.
That movie is the movie that we deserved, and that's not what we got. And the other thing that I want to give credit for is Liev Schreiber as Sabretooth, okay, as Victor Creed. Like, that guy is a fantastic actor, and he took a role, and he really just like owned that shit, right? Like, think about the first guy who played Sabretooth in the first X-Men movie, right? And then look at Liev Schreiber, right? He owns that fucking role. All the viciousness, all the sadism, you know, all the just, like, I don't give a fuck about who lives or dies. Like, he gets off on killing people. You know, he's just like, oh man, like the scene where he kills Will.i.am, and he's like, he sticks his hand inside Will.i.am's body, and he's holding his spine, and he's like, I didn't even know you had a spine, as he crushes down on this shit, right? Like, the way they did it, even just like the costume design with like the slightly protruding incisors, you know what I'm saying? Like the teeth, the jacket, the sideburns, everything was very meticulous. He handled that role exquisitely. Those are the two best things about the movie. Yeah. The worst part of the movie is the rest of the movie. Yes. The rest of the movie is the worst part. First off, let's start this off. The movie was co-written by the same person who fucked up the last season of Game of Thrones. All right, David Benioff, the same guy who had a hand in.
Why are you trying to start fights, Hannibal? But keep going, going.
I'm not. Look, first off, that's the first thing. David Benioff was one of the writers for this shit. So if you're like, oh, why is this pissing me off? Well, that's why it's pissing you off. If that anger feels familiar, that's fucking why. Okay, it's got his fucking DNA all over the shit, like an OJ crime. What else?
Like an OJ crime. Fuck you.
Okay. The let's show off everyone's power scene is awful. All right. Agent Zero with his magic guns. Okay. All right. Then it's like Will.i.am is Diet Nightcrawler. Fucking the Blob is just like, first off, he's not even the Blob yet. He's just out here punching tank holes. Like, that's not a power, okay?
No, he fisted a tank, Hannibal. Get it right. Keep going. Keep going.
You know what? When Dad is right, he's right, okay? That's why the show is called Father Knows Best, all right? And I appreciate the correction. Yes. The Blob fisted a tank. You know, and there's a whole other scene that I'm gonna get to there in a second. It was just, that whole scene is just awful. Like, oh, let's show off what everybody's powers are and then what they can do. The forced relationship between Logan and Kayla is awful. That shit is unnecessary. Didn't nobody want that? Didn't nobody say, hey man, what was Logan's love life like before Jean? Is that a thing that people wanted to know? Did people wonder, hey, I've always wanted to know where Wolverine got his trademark leather jacket. Is that a thing that people can't? No, nigga. This is like in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, where they were just like, hey, let's give everybody the backstory on Nagini. Is that a thing that people wanted to know? Why are we wasting time on this? Don't nobody care about that shit.
Right.
The Blob fight scene where he comes to be, and then they show how he came to be called the Blob. That scene is awful. That is just terrible fucking writing right there. The helicopter fight scene is awful. The Gambit fight scene is awful. Will.i.am's southern accent is awful. The Weapon X Deadpool design is awful, and the CGI on this movie, okay. Like, and look, I want to pose. Look, so let me give my grade right now. I'm giving this movie a D. Okay, I'm giving this movie a D. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I gave this movie. I was wondering after I watched this movie, is this movie worse than X-Men 3: The Last Stand? X-Men 3 is awful. So is this movie. And I was trying to figure out which one of these movies is worse. And honestly, after watching them both, I think these movies are equally terrible. I think they're equally bad.
Yeah,
I don't
you're
think
probably right.
These movies, I don't think, and both movies have like one or two redeeming qualities about them. That's like, okay, well, I can tolerate this, but then this, and that don't make sense. It's just like, yeah, I think. Look, Joe Hervey says it's worse, and look, everybody in the chat, if you've seen this movie, let us know your grades and your opinions on it. Let's talk about this shit.
Yeah,
I'm giving it a D.
And look. Keep in mind, as this channel grows, we're going to start doing more with it. You, the audience, we don't know how it's going to work yet, but if you don't like our or a guest grade, you will get to challenge it, and their grade does not count until they rewatch the movie with whatever you say in mind. So, yeah. Like, and look, we already know, like, people like Larry, like, no, I'm not rewatching it. So you can just eliminate Larry's grade.
Yeah, so y'all could literally just like eliminate his grade altogether. Or if with somebody like Monty, you know, because he's so petty, he might just like, you might just reinforce his grade or make him drop it even lower. So, you know, oh, you gonna make me rewatch Constantine? Well, it's a fucking F now. That's how I feel.
Yeah, right? I gave it another chance. Fuck you in that grade. Hey, yeah. I think Origins was worse than X-Men 3 because at least X-Men 3 had a story somewhat solid-ish. If you're comparing the two, at least they had like one consistent story that was like, you know, it paid off at the end. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But Drew,
bad.
here's the thing. This is what I noticed when watching it, because I watched this movie this morning again. I had seen it before, but I rewatched it this morning, and it is painfully obvious that after the helicopter scene, something changed somewhere.
Yeah.
Something changed.
Studio interference.
And this movie went down the wrong path. Because, like, cut the movie in half right there. Like, cut the movie right there. Would you have expected any of the shit that followed to happen?
Not at all.
Based on what we set up. And if they had followed the path that the beginning set up, I'm not saying this would have been a great movie, but would it have been better?
You know what? I agree with you, Monty. Like, yeah, something after that helicopter scene fucked it up. But, like, and I'll give Hannibal some points, like what he was talking about. Like, I didn't mention, what's the guy's name that does Sabretooth?
Lee Schreiber.
Yeah, him and Hugh Jackman were like the shining stars of this movie. I forgot to say that too, but yeah, man, oh my God, like remember that scene when he was where they was like cutting everybody out of the cages and shit.
Yeah.
What was that fucking pose Wolverine was doing with his shoulders up and his claws down? Like, what the fuck is he doing?
And, you know, running with his fucking claws. Yes, that's trash.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing you mentioned that fucking scene too, because I hated that scene so much because the acting in it from the kid actors were terrible. Like, that is one that's supposed to be speeding all around, and he just stops the kid's just standing there. Like, my kids, I have an 11-year-old and a 9-year-old. My boys, you know, I brought them up on this comic shit, you know what I'm saying? So, like, they'll sit there and they were like, this doesn't make sense. Who is that guy supposed to be? Why is this dude? And they're like, why is this dude bouncing back and forth in the crazy wire? But then they let him out and he's just like walking all normal. It's like, okay, what was the point of showing him like that? Oh, fuck.
Yeah. So look, I'm glad you said that. So look, let me tell y'all. So in the only comic book movies the comic book characters that are credited in this movie is Gambit, Cyclops, and Emma Frost, right? Those are the only ones that are credited. However, the other prisoners are supposed to be Quicksilver, you know, that's the kid that's strapped up. Banshee is supposed to be the kid with the tape over his mouth. Toad is supposed to be the the kid with the long tongue. Psylocke is the Asian girl with the blue hair. Whirlwind is the guy who's spinning around like a tornado. Well, it's either a Whirlwind or Riptide. And Dust is the South Asian girl that's seen frozen in her cage.
Goddamn. All right. See?
Yes.
And look, that's another issue. Why not make up? This is all the way in the X-Men's past. Make up New Mutants. That not the actual New Mutants. If you're paying, because
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, make up New Mutants.
Matter of fact.
Yeah, make up New Mutants to be in the cages. That would have been more fun. Like, oh shit, who's the guy that can turn toast into bananas? That's a crazy mutant power.
Monty, can I say something?
What's that?
That scene behind you is pissing me off, man. That's not supposed to be the best fucking part of the movie. And he goes berserk rage and
you notice how his claws are
slaughters
wiggling?
everybody in the facility.
Well, look. I'm glad you said that, Dries.
Wait, let me say one thing. I remember the commercial with this scene, and do you know how happy that made me when I see him go? Ah, he was just coming out, with the car. I was like, oh my god, I got to see this movie. And then I saw it, and I was just like, fuck my life.
Yeah, fuck this movie.
Yeah. So this movie went through a lot of the same problem, and for the longest time, I've always attacked the director Gavin Hood for this movie. I've always been like, you fucked up Wolverine. But apparently he didn't. There's an executive at Fox that got way too involved with the movie and was like trying to make him lighten the movie up, because he was like, no man, it needs to be lighter. We need to make it so something that kids could watch. And he was like, look, I'm just trying to tell a good fucking Wolverine story. All right, that's all I'm trying to do. And the executives fucked this movie up, and Hugh Jackman himself fucked this movie up. Like a lot of the things that we hate about this movie were added specifically at the behest of Hugh Jackman.
What?
Like that whole blob fight scene at the thing in the boxing ring, I think that was Hugh Jackman that had that scene added and written in that way. Also, super random, Will.I.am from the Black Eyed Peas is a huge fan of Nightcrawler, so they was like, oh, you want Nightcrawler's powers? So if you were wondering how that happened, that's how it happened. Yeah. He was like, hey, I like this. And it was like, all right.
He should never act again. Ever.
Oh, he was terrible.
He hasn't, has he?
He was terrible.
No, I don't think so.
I hope not.
Man.
I'm sorry, like as a fan of these comics and shit, if they were to ever hire me and they were to give me some bullshit, I'm like, nah, bro, I ain't about to. No, fuck that backlash. Nah, man. Like, if you're gonna put me in a comic movie, make that shit right. Do this shit right. You know
what they would do? They would fire your ass and replace you. That's what would happen.
So be it. So be it. I did not name my kids after nerd shit for me to be casting some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that shit.
Could you imagine naming your son Logan in this piece of shit ass movie comes
and you gotta look this little nigga in the face like, Logan's cool, I promise.
Yeah. Ignore this. Ignore this. Hannibal, you don't know it, but you just gave me an idea. Toast! I'm hitting you up. I'm responding after this show. Let me know if you're up for this idea I have. Don't worry about it, Hannibal. It's gonna be awesome.
I'm gonna move to the next segment of of this while we talk about Wolverine Origins, and this is the crowd participation. Everybody gets to participate in this. Token Drew, Dries, Monty. It's time for another round of Cut It or Keep It. This is where I give you scenes from the movie, and I will run it to you, and you guys let me know if you think that it should be cut from the movie to make the movie better, or stay in the movie to to keep the movie. Like, tell me, like, basically, you're the editor. You tell me if this scene should be cut or kept to improve the quality of the movie. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So here we go. Cut it or keep it. Making Sabretooth and Wolverine brothers at the start of the film. Cut it or keep it. What do you think? Everybody in chat, let us know what you think.
Keep it. Keep it.
Keep it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say keep it, because while it's not, taken directly from the comics, like we're in a movie universe, so let's do something fun and different. It could have worked if they had played it right, but they didn't play it right.
I like the idea of the brothers, the brothers having to fight each other. So, it's like you said, it's not comic accurate, but for the movies, for what they're trying to do for 2 hours.
Yeah, that is not.
I can fuck with it.
Yeah, that's not where it went wrong. What about you, Drees? Drees is, I hear you. I hear you.
Drees mad as fuck over there.
Yeah,
No,
look,
I'm not gonna lie,
Hervey
man.
in the chat. Joe Hervey in the chat is saying that we should keep it too. He didn't give a reason. Joe just said keep it. All right, and everybody in the chat, let us know what you think. Cut it or keep it. Is the movie better or worse for this one? Okay, I got you, Monty.
My thing is, I'm a nitpicker, man, because I love these comics. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a nitpicker, but I'll agree with everybody because it did make it pretty dope. That
Hey,
I mean,
Drees,
it did make it dope.
You don't have to agree. Look, we can fight, man. Like, let's go.
No. The reason why I'm gonna tell you why. Because they specifically in the comic make his brother look like Sabretooth. You know, so it could be up in the air. So at any date, they could actually make that they're fucking related. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just the movie just cut the middleman out. So and it made a good dynamic with Wolverine and Sabretooth at the end of the day. So I did enjoy it, and plus it kind of makes sense, like the sibling rivalry, like almost like Drew. I don't know if you guys know, but Drew will know, like Dante and fucking Virgil. You know what I'm saying? So it was almost like that from Devil May Cry. So I was like, okay, I could deal with it. Plus, you know, I like that. Like you said, the dude who played Sabretooth was immaculate. And
yeah.
If they ever they need to bring him back because he still looks exactly the fucking same as he did in that movie. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially watch Ray Donovan, he still looks the same. You know? So.
Yes. D in the chat also says cut it. He says because I think it's a weird way to try to add personal stakes in it without much effort. Lilith Draco says keep it. And She Geek says keep it. It's one of the saving graces. I'm actually on the side of cut it. More so because I think it's easier to manufacture, to create antagonism with two, like if they were friends that grew up together, as opposed to them being brothers. But you know, I know white people will fight their brothers and shit like that. So you know, that's something y'all do.
That's
you
like
know
all Greek mythology
too.
Right. You know, say Monty, would you kill your brother?
No.
Would you kill Uncle?
Fuck you. I would not kill my brother. No.
Okay, yeah.
No.
See, neither would I. That's some white people shit. I don't know nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? But if it was like, if it was like some nigga down the street that I used to work with, and then he kill my bitch, oh, he gotta die. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But not my brother.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
yeah. And look, real quick,
I beat his ass, but he's gonna live.
Real quick, before we move on to the next movie, right?
Yeah.
What CGI was worse in this movie? Wolverine's PS2 claws, Patrick Stewart's face CGI, or the Gambit ladder getting cut to pieces?
Oh shit.
Oh god.
The claws in the bathroom are the worst. Those are the worst.
It looked better in the first X-Men movie. How the fuck do you downgrade CGI?
Yeah.
After the first shit came out, like.
Yeah, I agree. The claws were terrible.
The claws, everybody agrees the claws? Okay, I'm all right. I'm also going with the claws. Look, I think what happened once the movie got leaked prematurely, I think Fox was like, well, the movie's out. There's no reason for us to... If the movie's out and people are already shitting on it, so there's no reason to spend extra money to make it look better. Just put the shit out as is. I don't know that to be a fact, but if I was an executive at Fox and people had leaked the movie and it was already shitting on it, it's like, why would I spend money to polish a turd? All right? You've already told me it's garbage, so fuck it. So, there. All right, so that's that. The next movie that we get to talk about today is Batman Under the Red Hood. This is my choice, so I'm going to go first on this one. And look, I picked this movie, I mean, honestly, I picked this movie for two reasons. One, I fucked up when I picked Batman Death in the Family. Because I didn't know it was an interactive movie/family adventure game, so I didn't know what the fuck I had agreed to, so that was on me. But that interactive family movie is based on Batman Under the Red Hood. It basically gives you, you can watch the movie, you can make certain decisions while you watch it, and that determine the outcome of the film, right, that you're watching. So I was like, well, Monty's never seen Batman Under the Red Hood. It's a really good movie, so I was like, you know what? I'll use this as my opportunity to talk about this shit. Where are my notes? There we go. Batman Under the Red Hood. Here we go. And look, I'll keep this one real brief. Let me talk about what I liked about this movie first. Okay. Joe DiMaggio as the Joker. All right, like I am one of those guys that worships at the shrine of Mark Hamill as the voice of the Joker, and I hate hearing anybody else do the Joker's voice. However, Joe DiMaggio, is it Joe DiMaggio or John DiMaggio?
I don't know.
I think.
Yeah.
The John? Okay. The nigga who's Bender from Futurama, right? The nigga who's Marcus Phoenix from Gears of War, all right? Fucking his take on the Joker's voice coupled with the way he's animated, I think is incredible, all right? Fucking the Joker's torture scene of the torture and murder of Robin at the beginning of the movie is incredible. The Joker being interrogated. There we go. The Joker being interrogated. I got very small. Okay, that's okay. I'm gonna work it out from there. Okay, so the Joker. I got you, Monty. I see you. I see what's going on. I don't know what's going on, but I see what's going on. Dad is having some issues right now. Might be getting a white woman blowjob, but you know what? We ain't mad at that.
While you walking?
Yeah. My dad has had sex with so many white women. It's crazy. Anyway, the Joker's torture scene of Robin is fucking incredible. The Batman interrogating the Joker in prison, that scene is incredible. The Red Hood reveal scene, if you don't know what this movie is about and you walk into the movie blind when they do the reveal, that scene is awesome. Even though you see it coming and you know what it is, still seeing the look on the animated face of Batman when he realizes that Jason Todd, spoiler alert, Jason Todd, aka the Robin that dies at the beginning of the movie, is the Red Hood. When he has, I'm gone again. What happened?
You're giant.
Hello. I'm very big now. Hello. Good evening. How is everybody doing today? I like that my giant voice also kind of makes me sound like Dr. Martin Luther King. Behold these truths to be self-evident. So
I think every nigga talked like that back in those days.
Right. That was just the way people sound. I was watching.
How was your day today, Clayton?
I'm going to sit at this lunch counter and be very polite to white people.
That white woman got a nice ass.
All right. All right, I'm going to try this again. All right, so the Joker torturing Robin at the beginning of the movie is incredible. The Batman in the Batman jail interrogation of the Joker is fucking incredible. The Red Hood reveal scene is fucking incredible. The Red Hood and Batman fighting that assassin squad is incredible. The Joker negotiating with Black Mask is incredible. The Joker burning Black Mask alive is incredible. And my absolute fucking favorite scene in this movie is when the Red Hood and Batman are discussing whether or not they should kill the Joker, right? And I want to read this dialogue to y'all real fast. The Red Hood has got a gun to the Joker's head, and he says, ignoring what he's done in the past, blindly, stupidly disregarding entire graveyards that he's filled, the thousands who suffered, the friends he's crippled. You know, I thought I'd be the last person you'd ever let him hurt. If it had been you, I would have beaten him. I mean, if it would have been you that he beat to a bloody pulp, if he had taken you from this world, I would have done nothing but search the planet for this pathetic pile of evil, death-worshipping garbage and then send him off to hell. And Batman was like, you don't understand. I don't think you ever understood. And Robin, Jason Todd, Red Hood is like, what? Your moral code just won't allow for that? It's too hard to cross that line? And Batman is like, God almighty, no, it's too damn easy. All I've ever wanted to do is kill him. A day doesn't go by that I don't think about subjecting him to every horrendous torture he's dealt out to others and then end him. And then he says, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to allow myself to go to that place. I'll never come back. And then Robin says the illest shit ever. He says, why? I'm not talking about killing the Penguin. I'm not talking about killing Scarecrow. I'm not talking about killing Harvey Dent. I'm talking about him, just him. And I'm doing it because he took me away from you. That fucking scene is incredible. Okay, this is an animated scene that has more heart and more emotion in like 30 seconds of film than most live action films have all together. That scene is incredible. This is a good fucking movie. Now, my only downsides about this movie And the other night when I was watching this, I was watching it with my roommates, and one of their friends came over to the house. Their friend is not a big Batman fan. So she's sitting there trying to watch this movie, and she has no idea what the fuck is going on. Like, she's watching it, she's casually enjoying it, but at the end of the day, she doesn't have that backstory on, you know, Jason Todd being another Robin, and Nightwing, and Ra's al Ghul, and Ra's al Ghul, and the Black Mask and all that shit. So there's all of this other stuff going on in the background that you have to be a certain level Batman fan in order to appreciate. Right, and that's the one drawback I have about this movie. I think this movie is fantastic. I love this movie. I think it's one of the best animated Batman films ever made. But I am going to give this movie a B, because at the end of the day, in order for you to really, really appreciate how great this film is, you got to have a certain level of understanding of who Batman is first. And that's it. That's what I got to say.
I agree. I'm in agreement. That's all right. I'm in agreement on your grade. Let's just pass it around so we can talk about this. Let me. Wait. All right. Here we go. Yeah. I'll just go in because I'll be quick. I'll be quick on it. Everything Hannibal said, I am in agreement with. Let me adjust my camera and figure out why the fuck I'm echoing. Where's that coming from?
You turned into a ghost too.
Is it your phone?
It might be.
You have your phone? Yeah, what you call it at the same time?
Yeah, that's probably what it is. I just turned it down. All right. But yeah, no, I'm in agreement with everything Hannibal just said. Except, or not except, adding on to the scene he was talking about, there's an even bigger moment in there with the Joker, where after all that goes down, Jason Todd can't get Batman to kill him. And keep in mind, there's spoilers here. Zoe, can you hit the spoiler sound? There's spoilers. So, even with all that, he can't convince Batman to kill the Joker. Batman starts walking away. None of the shit works. It's not there? It's not working? Oh, it probably happened, but we can't hear it.
Spoilers.
There it is. All right.
There it is.
But Joker has a moment where he starts getting fucking giddy because the bomb's about to go off and they're all gonna die, and he's so happy because he's like, I'm the only one that's gonna get what he wants tonight. Which is the Joker and Batman's relationship. The Joker just wants Batman to kill him. Batman won't kill him. He wants to be the guy that makes Batman cross that line. And if he can't make him cross that line, we'll all die together. I win, everybody else loses. That scene also plays into my grade. Because, as Hannibal said, the weak point of this movie is it suffers from, you need to know Batman in order to get any of this out of it. Because I wouldn't give a fuck. Like, why is he so happy? He's just crazy. He's just crazy in that moment. But if you're a fan, you feel the weight of that. Like how long these two have been going at each other, and finally Joker feels like he's about to win. So because of that, because you don't get the weight, even with the Jason Todd scene, you don't get the weight of that if you don't have that connection. The weight of all of the most powerful moments of this rests on you knowing who these people are. This movie is fucking great, but it's fucking great if you're a Batman fan. If you're not a Batman fan, this movie is not fucking great. This movie is a B-, almost really good. So,
okay.
There you go. That's
Monty,
where I fall.
Monty. You are a quixotic. Like I never know where you going with stuff. It was like, cause you built that whole thing up like you agreed with a nigga, and then you turned around and gave it the wrong grade. No, I'm fucking with you.
What's
Token
up?
Drew. What say you, sir? What did you think about Batman Under the Red Hood? Oh, this nigga here and went to Tron on our asses. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Nice. I like it.
All right, so I agree with you guys. I mean, that movie is fantastic. I went in the first time I saw it as a Batman fan, but I didn't know the Red Hood story. That was my first time seeing the Red Hood story. I knew that Jason Todd had died. But you know, I didn't know the follow up. So, you know, as a fan watching it for the first time I saw it many years ago, I was like, yo, this shit is amazing. This shit is, I had no idea any of this shit was happening. What the fuck? When my girl watched it, now she has a basic Batman understanding. You know, she's seen enough of the movies to know who Batman is, you know, and I feel like with the flashbacks, it gives you enough of the backstory of that Robin, especially that fucking haunting ass ending where it shows him and he's like, I'm gonna be the best Robin ever or some shit like that. And it's like, dude, you're gonna die and come back as a fucking asshole. That's tragic as shit.
Yeah.
You know, and like I wasn't expecting that from a Batman because I'm gonna be real. And this is gonna be a very unpopular opinion.
Uh-oh.
But I'm over Batman, dude. And I think it's because of
Zoe, get Token Drew the fuck out of here. Get him the fuck out of here.
And it's because of the fan base. He's just everywhere. He's always, you know, prep time, beat everything, blah blah blah. But I like this because this is something Batman couldn't win. You know, he couldn't change the fact that Jason came back the way he did. He couldn't change that Joker still got away. He couldn't change his own fucking flaws. And I liked it. As somebody who's sitting there like, you know, I watch Batman as a fan and my kids like it and like I don't want to be left out of the loop. I'm like, God damn, another he wins because of prep time type shit. But seeing him like this, I fucking loved it. I'm like, this makes him a better character to me because he didn't always win. Prep time didn't matter. Money didn't matter. He fucking lost.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm gonna say for that reason, especially because the ending, if you're following the movie, even as somebody who doesn't know there were multiple Robins, you know, and I feel like those henchmen at the very beginning exposit it enough to where people who, you know, don't really follow it, it's like, all right, well, Nightwing is the grown-up Robin, the first Robin. Okay, so we got that idea that there's multiple Robins. So I'm gonna say, you know, that shit was a B+ in my eyes.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Token Drew, I like it. Your grade is canceled out Monty's. I like it. Brought it up to a respectable B. So now it's all on. Yeah, there we go. You balanced the universe. That was you just Thanos snapped his grade. I like that. You know what? Damn, we need to have this figure over for Sunday dinner. Okay.
Look, Drew, you're always welcome. Look, let me know. I'll send you the address. Drew, that stands for YouTube. Like, if y'all in New Orleans, just swing through. Like, on a Sunday, pass on by.
All right.
I'm down.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
All right. So, Drees, it's on you. Black Guy TV, Drees, what did you think of Batman Under the Red Hood?
Well, okay. All right. Well, I agree a lot with Hannibal on this one, right? Like, I thought it was great because, in my eyes, Red Hood is kind of like DC's Punisher, you know? Mm-hmm. And I don't know. Have you guys been keeping up with the Three Jokers storyline?
No, I really want to read that.
That shit's fucking wild.
Okay, well,
oh my god, it's so good. Don't spoil it for them.
Shit. Well,
yeah, don't tell me too much.
I was gonna say something on this. Anyways, fucking Jason Todd is one of my favorites. So I already knew the story about this. That's why when Arkham Knight came out and I started playing it, I was like, I know who the Arkham Knight is. Right? Immediately, I knew who the Arkham Knight was because I know this story. You know, like Token Drew said, you know, Jason Todd, because a lot of people don't know him, he was a very unpopular Robin back in the day. He is, you know, the second Robin, but his story was too kind of close, I guess, to Dick Grayson. But he was just like a street Dick Grayson. Yeah. You know, so people didn't like him, and
he was a street dick.
And but he had like his little fits of rage and things like that because he was from the street. And yeah, like you said, you know, Joker catches him, beats him to death, blows him up. You know what I'm saying? Batman is just Batman doesn't get there in time to save him. Then he's resurrected. If I'm correct, by the Lazarus pit. He comes back wrong, you know, all nuts and crazy and screaming and shit. You know what I'm saying? Which is different because if I'm correct, I think around Crisis or Final Crisis, he was just brought back by the universes being like reshuffled. And he just like came back to life. And this one, you know, I think, which they changed around the New 52, I think, is when he just came back via a Lazarus pit. Yeah. And, you know, he was fucked up. And then he was just fucked up. But how's this motherfucker still alive after what the fuck he did to me? Like you said, you know what I'm saying? After that little monologue you read. And I don't know, man. Like I'm being a little scatterbrained with this one, but I really loved it. I loved it. I enjoyed it because it's it shows a lot of things. It shows like it shows how like Joker and Batman, they're just basically dark mirrors of each other. You know what I'm saying? How Joker's always trying to push Batman to kill. Like that would make his fucking day if Batman just beat him to death. You know, like crossing that line. I love that. And also, which is like I said, that's why I wanted to bring up the 3 Jokers. It shows Jason Todd ain't got no problem crossing that line at all. You know what I'm saying? And damn, I really want to bring up a tiny plot point. But anyway,
bring it up. I don't care about the spoilers. Look,
okay.
Zoe.
I'll deal with the spoilers.
Yeah,
also, thank you, Seth, subscribing, and also thank you, Grand Ultimate Villain, for subscribing as well. If you guys haven't already, like, share, and subscribe to the stream. We are trying to grow this channel, and in the upcoming months, this shit is gonna be fucking big, and it is gonna be amazing. So tune in, share with your friends, and if you want to be on the show with us.
Any of the new people that subscribe not from the community that we brought over here, like, because I've seen some names I haven't seen before earlier. Y'all hit us up. Let us know who the big dogs are over here in this, comic shit talking community, because we want to talk to them. So let us know.
I'm ready to talk shit and argue with anybody over comic book movies. Okay?
Yeah. Like I'm willing to get along or talk shit. Let us know who the fuck they are. And look, Ethan Van Sciver, I'm coming for you, dude.
No, I ain't finished now. Put me back on the full screen.
Put him back. Okay.
Yes. Look at that shit.
That's right. Like that's how you do it.
In the words of Clockwork Rex, long dick Grayson style. Okay, I'm fucking your show. There you go. Go ahead, Drees.
Yeah, own it. Yeah.
Okay.
Claim your space.
I'm gonna just give you a tiny. It's not a big thing, but basically, and if you think about it, in this little part in the 3 Joker story, Joker basically tells him, you're not his Robin, you're mine.
Right.
Basically, think about it. They're trying to basically. I'll just leave it at that. But you're not Batman's Robin anymore. You're mine. You know what I'm trying to say? Because what does Jason Todd do? He's out on the streets killing motherfuckers. Just and making mayhem for Batman. He's basically the Joker's Robin, the Joker's sidekick in a sense. He's out there killing motherfuckers and letting Batman clean it up. Yeah. And because he's a former Robin, part of the Bat family, Batman will not take action against him. He'll just stop him and they'll have a fist fight and then he'll escape. You know what I'm saying? Like he won't do anything. So I loved it. I love Jensen Ackles, I think is his name.
Yeah.
That's who that was.
From Supernatural.
Thank you. Thank you.
From Supernatural.
Yes.
Loved him as Red Hood. Like Hannibal said, at first I didn't like the guy who played Joker, but he won me over after listening to his performance and just how I just love how giddy he is. You can knock all his teeth out, pull his fingernails out, and he's still laughing at your ass. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? And he played it perfectly. And I just love how broken up Batman was over. You could just it's almost like like how can I say, Batman was looking at his son that just he's just disappointed and upset that he can't do anything about it.
And I think that's why I connected with the movie, because Monty is so disappointed in me all the time. So
fuck you.
Yeah. See, there you go, constantly.
So basically,
why won't you love me, Dan?
I like the movie. I didn't have any problems with it really, so I'm gonna give it an A.
All right.
I love that.
Drees is the high man on this one. All right. Fantastic. Everyone should watch this. All right.
It doesn't usually happen like that where Monty's the low man on something.
All right. All right.
Yeah, this is dope. Okay, I like it.
Oh no, you know what? You guys are right. You do need to know some Batman shit, right? As a Batman fan, I fucking love the movie.
All right. Fair enough.
DC's been killing it with the animations, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, DC's definitely running the animation.
Yeah, they're on top of that shit. Like they're owning it with the animation stuff. So I'm all about it. So
me too.
All right. Should we move on to the next one?
Yeah, we can move it, because I have a cutter to keep it, but it's not a real good one for this one.
Yeah, let's hit the next one, because this I don't know if y'all realize this before Hannibal starts setting this up.
No, you got it. You can tell him. You can tell him.
Yeah, this next movie will be the first of the 2 movies that me and Hannibal argue about all the time.
All the fucking time. Okay?
Much like Stan. Like, this is the comic movie equivalent of Stan right now that we're about to watch. Which means we got to get the first Guardians on episode soon.
Yeah, we can do next episode next month. We can do Guardians of the Galaxy because and Vapion said in the chat. I believe it was Vapion. If it wasn't Vapion, I apologize. But somebody said in the chat that next month, November 17th, New Mutants is going to be available on Blu-ray.
Oh shit! All right.
Yeah, so we can talk about New Mutants, which I've already seen. I'll be willing to watch it again. We can talk about Guardians of the Galaxy. Matter of fact, we can do New Mutants and 2 Guardians movies.
Okay. There we go. Those will be the movies. Yeah. That's what we're doing. Next month.
I'm always down for whatever. So just hit me up if you want me on.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Look, Drew. We got to get you on the shit show channel. Like you're fucking fun. Like
I'm down, bro.
Yeah, I hate that we're starting you off on this smaller channel without as many viewers. Like we got to get you on the shit show.
They get just the tip until they get all of me in the.
There you go. Yeah, like
shove it all in their face.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun running through some fucking fair files and all that shit with you. We're gonna have to make that happen. All right. But yeah, this movie coming. And look. I've already said it.
Can I just tell him? Can I just
take it?
Can I say it?
Take it. All right, set it up. I just wanted to say that a little bit. Take it, Hannibal.
Yeah, so years ago, when Monty and I were on, we used to before it was Hannibal and Monty's shit show. It used to be Monty and the Mongoose.
Hannibal. I just want you ready for this because while you tell this story, I will interrupt you. But continue.
Of course. Of course. So back in the day of us doing Monty and the Mongoose's little show featuring Hannibal the Beat Animal, why is my name not in the title? We when Guardians of the Galaxy came out, we had this I thought the movie was pretty good. And Monty thought the movie was excellent, and we got into an argument. I basically made the argument that Captain America: Winter Soldier was the superior film to Guardians of the Galaxy, and this led to a years-long debate between us.
It's still going. It's still going.
It's still going. It's still going. It's a years-long debate about which is the superior film. And Monty and I, over the years, have had many knockdown, drag-out arguments, okay, over this shit.
We're not gonna do it on this fucking show, though. We're not gonna do it on this.
Well, we might do it on this show.
No,
I don't know how you grade it yet.
We don't have time for the shit. Save it.
Okay.
We will do if you want to have this fight, we will have this fight on a special episode of the Ultimate Comic Book Movie List show. Hannibal and Monty. Hannibal versus Monty. That's what we'll do.
I got. So basically we had an argument and we made a bet, and the bet was
I won, and Hannibal has yet to fulfill.
Yes. So we made a bet. Okay, the nigga won. All right, Daddy won. Okay, he won.
Wait, real quick. Zoe, switch to me right here. The winner. We need mild applause. Mild applause. Switch back to Hannibal. Go ahead. Mild applause right now. There we go. All right. There you go. Continue, Hannibal. I won.
And as the loser of our wager, right, I have to record an audiobook version of Twilight.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Okay, that's it. You know, look, we made a deal. We set the terms. I lost. You know, even though I still feel like I'm right, but I lost. You know, the world agrees with Monty, and so that's what it is. A whole bunch of people decided 2 + 2 is fucking yellow. So guess what? That's what it is.
No,
I got to adjust my math. Okay,
I'm right. Guardians is better, but
all right. Who picked this movie? Dries?
I did.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, Dries didn't know he was starting a fight when he picked this movie, or he he was egging on a fight. Like you
I have a
triggered
confession
something.
to make, actually. So.
Okay. All right. Look, Drees, take it. It's all you.
I'll wait till I'm on screen. All right,
there you go.
Well, I fucking forgot. I meant to pick Civil War because I wanted to show the introduction of Black Panther when he first was on. That's what I meant to do. But by the time I had realized it, I was like, fuck, too late, you know? So, but I enjoyed this movie because I know, other than like Iron Man, I didn't like the first Thor. I didn't like the second Thor. I didn't like the first Captain America. Like, they were all okay, except for the first Iron Man. First Iron Man, enjoyed it immensely, you know?
That first Iron Man is something magical.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. It was really good. And I didn't feel the same about the same for like Thor or fucking Captain America. They were just serviceable to just tell people, you know, who these characters were. Yeah. Now, when the second Captain America came out, this is when they just took the fucking gloves off, right? So, first off, I'll just say, look, some of the things that I like. I like the introduction of Hydra. Of course, they brought back Bucky Barnes as Winter Soldier. They were showing how fucking Machiavellian fucking Nick Fury was. You know what I'm trying to say? They also, of course, they had a Black Widow up in there with that sexy ass Scarlett Johansson. She had that long red hair, looking all fine and shit. And I enjoyed that. And the thing that told me this movie was going to be different is after Winter Soldier picked off some motherfuckers and Captain America just busting through those walls with a shield, just going through the walls, and then he catches him and hurls that shield. That motherfucker just catch that shield like it was nothing and threw it right back at him. I was like, oh, this gonna be special. This gonna be a fucking movie. Oh shit! And then the other thing that fucking was that elevator fight. I fucking loved elevator fight.
This nigga spitting.
Yeah. Right when Hydra took over that shit, and they was like, "Yo, detain this nigga," and he was in the elevator. He's like, "Anybody want to get off?"
Yep.
Yep. Y'all niggas gonna get fucked. You know what I'm saying? And then they try to he beat the bricks off all of them in that fucking small ass, little ass area. I was like, "Oh shit!" You know what I'm saying? And it was real cloak and dagger and all that shit with like Black Widow, and she like infiltrated the Hydra, beating everybody's ass in that room and shit. I was like, oh man, this movie's fucking amazing, you know? And I was expecting more of the same from the first movie, you know what I'm trying to say? And then this one just came and just dropped a fucking bomb on my ass. I was like, God damn, this is a good movie, you know? And then ever since Winter Soldier, man, like I know people are conflicted about Civil War because, you know, it's not really a Civil War compared to like how it was in the comics. But I fucking love, man, the way they just actioned him up like he's supposed to be. Now, here go on some more comic book shit. I think this Captain America, they kind of borrow more from the Ultimate Universe because this Captain America actually seems to be superhuman. Like, remember in Civil War when they're chasing Bucky and these niggas are running faster than the cars? Remember that shit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know, Captain America's only like top in the main Marvel. He's only just he's top. He's perfect without being superhuman. You know what I'm saying? He's like the perfect human. And some of the shit that Captain America does in this movie is beyond fucking just regular human. I don't know many guys that could run through a fucking wall with a shield. You know what I'm saying?
It's not that hard.
Okay. Maybe. All right.
Drew is superhuman over here. Shit.
Yeah, spoken like a nigga that has destroyed his rotator cuff once or twice.
I have.
Yes, sir.
But, yeah, man. This movie, like, I fucking loved it. Especially if you compare it to the first one, it was fucking great. And I'm just going ahead and give it a motherfucking. I'm gonna give a motherfucking A on this one. I enjoyed it immensely, you know.
You're going with the straight up A. All right, that'll work.
Yeah.
All right, that'll work. That'll work.
Look at that scene. There you go.
Yeah. Fantastic. Everyone should watch this. Yes.
Could you imagine? Yes. Could you imagine if you was in that elevator and Captain America's asking in that bitch? He's like, anyone want to get off? And you're like, well, I got to go to a certain floor. Yeah, so I don't want to get off.
I would have been like, me.
I don't know why they thought they could take him.
I mean, fuck that. I would have just laid on the ground and acted like I got hit. I would
have started punching the other niggas and tried to get into the Avengers. Like, oh, okay, let's do this.
Yeah, right.
Hey, I'm on your side, bro.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I love that fucking movie. I thought that was like a really good movie, man.
Yeah. There we go. See? Perfect. All right. There we go. I guess it's on to Hannibal. Hannibal.
Yeah.
Give us your thoughts on this.
Yes. So okay, let me do. So I love this movie. Okay, just period, point blank. I think just like Dree said, just like Black Guy TV said, I like the first Captain America movie is good. It is an entertaining movie. Like if you really go back and watch it and you see the layers, as far as origin stories go, as far as origin story movies for comic books go, Captain America First Avenger is one of the better ones. Like when you look at them all, if you put them all side by side, you take all the origin stories and put them side by side and put them in order from best to worst, he definitely has one of the better origin story films, you know. But it also is good, but it's also a little boring. It feels slow at times. And I definitely liked it more watching it again later in life as opposed to when it first came out. But like Winter Soldier, the Russo brothers, look, okay, Joe and Anthony Russo, look at me. You see me right now?
Yeah.
Okay, you motherfuckers got that shit, all right? Step to the plate, knock that out the park, grand slam. What do I love about this movie? I mean, I love everything about this shit. The opening running scene is such a simple use of trick photography to show how much faster Captain America is, Steve Rogers is from everybody else. It's so simple. You just see Sam jogging. You just see Anthony Mackie jogging, and you just keep seeing Captain America lapping him over and over again. On your left. It shows how much faster he is. It shows his endurance. The next scene, we see him jump from a plane with no parachute and fight off a team of fucking pirates using his trademark shield in a way that makes the shield not look like a piece of shit garbage ass fucking weapon. Okay? He actually made that shit look like something you could use to defend yourself. It's crazy. And it's the subtle nuances in those scenes that make them great. Like there's the one scene where like we see him run inside a room, and then like a second later we see another person emerge from the other side. That's simple photography. That wasn't like no crazy special effects or nothing. That was real simple trick shit. You know, like day one photography shit that they learned to make that shit. Like they created the illusion that like we want you to understand just how powerful, just how superhuman this guy is after this serum, right? Plus, we get a chance to see Cap as the soldier displaced by time, still trying to adjust to our time period versus his own. Things that we take for granted, like now Cap has to figure out how to adapt to and learn the internet, or food with seasoning in it, him dealing with his own PTSD. Like when him and Sam had him and Falcon have the conversation of like, oh yeah, the bed is too soft. You know, that's shit that we take for granted. You know what I'm saying? But people that fight in a war, you know, and they don't have cots and they have to sleep on the ground. These are different things, and it's those subtle nuances that I think make this movie great. There's a fantastic cast of characters all across the board. The guy who played Romulo is a great villain. Samuel L. Jackson, Scarlett Johansson, magnifique. Anthony Mackie, even George Rush St. Pierre, who played Bartrock. For those of y'all who don't know,
Batroc.
The guy who played Batroc is arguably the greatest mixed martial arts fighter of all time. Okay, he's definitely the greatest welterweight fighter of all time. Okay, that dude is fucking incredible. He was like undefeated in the UFC for like 7 years or something. Like it's ridiculous. Like, and he's beaten all the best guys. That guy is, and just the fact that they even hired him and gave him a role in this movie is incredible. Gary Shandling playing the senator that's also a fucking Hydra agent. Robert Redford. The entire World Security Council was all made up of people that were bad guys in other films.
Yeah.
Okay? That's it. Like, just that type of meticulousness, and they're a great thing in the movie, like I call it karate instead of karate. The karate scene with Samuel L. Jackson using his car, you know, as a weapon while he's getting attacked. I think that shit is incredible. You know, the elevator fight scene that Dries brought up is incredible. You know, to the very small things in the movie, like when they show Nick Fury's grave at the end of the movie, right? The headstone says "The Path of the Righteous Man," which is the Samuel L. Jackson quote, fucking Pulp Fiction. Okay, these guys. This movie is packed from minute to minute. Like every minute is used and meticulous and purposeful and deliberate, and I fucking love it. This movie is the reason that current day comic book fans think that Captain America is the shit. All right, Chris Evans did a great job portraying this role. They had great villains. The relationship between him and Bucky Barnes, and I didn't even talk about Sebastian Shaw as the Winter Soldier and all that. Like, there are so many great things about this fucking movie. I love this movie. Like, I'm giving this movie an A, just like Black Guy TV, just like Dreeks. I'm giving this movie an A, but I might upgrade this to an A+. Okay, I'm not there yet. I'm thinking about it, but right now I'm giving this movie an A. I think this movie is fantastic, and everybody should watch this movie. Monty, you ready to piss me off? Go ahead and do it. I'm already ready. I'm not even gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna nod my head. Not gonna say shit.
All right. Well, pass it over to me. Here I am. Let me adjust my fucking camera. It means I'm gonna have to adjust it again later. I'm gonna have to adjust it again later. But I'm signaling Zoe to let her know. There you go. I was letting her know what to put as the next grade, so she's ready, so it can pop right up as soon as I say it.
I'm not gonna say nothing.
All right. Like I wanted,
got a bad feeling.
I wanted to hit. I wanted to hit. Yeah. There is Captain America: Winter Soldier. I will start by saying this. This movie is not better than Guardians of the Galaxy 1. And I'm going to say it again so Hannibal hears it. Captain America: Winter Soldier is not better than Guardians of the Galaxy 1. But, that being said, I'm going to go into it. You and Dries already covered the high points of this. The fucking elevator fight. The Winter Soldier catching the shield. But it's also shit like that, like Winter Soldier catching the shield, the stuff that tells you who Captain America is. You need other moments for that to pay off. But you shouldn't be watching this if you haven't seen the first Cap. But overall, this movie was just a fun fucking ride. It really was. This movie was a fun ride from start to finish. And it even paid off in Endgame with Sam, with Cap going by with the "on your left." They kept that line going. Even in the hospital at the end, the "on your left." And in Endgame, when Cap hears the message, and it's fucking Sam in the ear going, "on your left," I had the hugest fucking nerdgasm when that moment happened. Like, "on your left," and you look up, and there's every fucking body. This movie pays off so much in the MCU. This is an important MCU movie. It's really great. Y'all already said most of it. And I'm just going to end by saying I have no real problems with this movie. I enjoyed the fuck out of it from top to bottom. I give this movie one of my coveted A+.
What the fuck?
Oh,
you
shit.
piece of shit, you motherfucker! Oh my god! Oh, damn him to hell. Y'all don't understand. I done grinded my teeth down to nothing, okay? They went from molars to nubs dealing with my angst for my father. Right? Oh, I was so mad right now. I can't believe this shit.
Yes,
oh my god.
This movie gets one of those A+. Like, it, Winter Soldier, it's yours.
I'm gonna show you something right now. So I'm writing down everybody's grades so I can quantify them on the list after we finish this, right? I had written your grade, what I thought you were gonna give the movie ahead of time. Y'all ain't gonna be able to see this right now, but I wrote that Monty was gonna give it a B. and I wrote a B next to his name because I was like, this nigga's about to piss me off, and this is, and then he turned around and gave it an A+. I'm so, listen, my heart weeps right now. Okay, now I'm almost upset that I spent $700 getting that Monty Rodica intro made using all the show money that we made the other month. So I feel bad for that shit. I'm like, God damn it to hell. Shit.
Yeah. See.
Just give this nigga some head tonight. All right, we got to balance this shit up or something. I don't know. You got to figure. I got to make it up to you now. Okay. All right.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens next month when we do Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, I already look. Okay.
All right.
We'll see. I already know where I'm at with Guardians.
And then where's that Twilight audiobook? Because the shitheads are still waiting for it.
Okay, I got
it. But
I'm
look,
working on it.
Let's pass it on to Drew, so that we're not arguing here. Drew, tell us about Winter Soldier.
Well then, so I'm gonna be completely honest, and let me give a little bit of backstory on my honesty on what draws me to comic books and comic book movies and shit like that. I like seeing the flashy shit. You know, I like seeing the powers. I like seeing the extra shit. I grew up watching so many kung fu movies, so many, James Bond movies. I seen that. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I got excited about these comic books coming to real life and live action movies, I got excited to see that shit. The first time I saw Captain America Winter Soldier, I was kind of disappointed. It was still a great movie, but to me, when I'm sitting there like, holy shit, they introduced Thanos. We're going to see the Infinity Stones. I mean, you fucking saw me. I got a goddamn gauntlet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was stoked about that shit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, which stone is going to be in this movie? What they're going to do with this? How are they going to bring forth more of this cool comic book shit that the casuals haven't seen? And they brought, this dope-ass spy movie. This, super flashy James Bond movie.
Yeah.
And for me, for what I was looking for, I was like, this ain't what I was looking for. But I did appreciate the fact that, number one, they made Captain America badass, because I fucking hated the character. Reading the comics, every time he popped up, I'm like, this fucking goody-good, fucking Aryan-looking, let's wear an American flag-ass character. I hated Captain America. I agree with Dreesh, fucking Black Widow looked gorgeous in this movie. There's some things I didn't like about the movie, like the way they, the fucking exposition museum that, Steve Rogers goes through, And one thing I don't like, and I mean, I don't know, maybe I've just grown so jaded over the years because, being a parent and this, being a black nowadays just does this to you. But like, his obsession over Bucky just kind of gets annoying to me. I'm kind of like, oh my god, Bucky, oh my gosh. But like every other movie that Captain America's in, like I really like the first one because it's him going against the Red Skull. Yeah. But then everything else that he's in has something to do with him somehow stroking Bucky's cock. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, man, like, get over the fact you rescued your friend. You put him in goddamn Wakanda. He's the first white dude to see Wakanda ever. Stop fucking worrying about Bucky. Do some other shit. Is there anything else to Captain America and goddamn Bucky and a fucking skull Nazi? Like, but anyway, it's still a really, really good movie. And I hate the fact that I like it. I hate the fact that so many people love it. Because to me, it's not a good comic book movie. It's just a really good action movie.
Drew!
It's really good.
Drew is speaking my language. Keep going. I'm sorry. Keep going. Keep going. I'm sorry.
So, I mean, and like, I scratch my scores back and forth between, what I had it originally and thinking back on it and hearing what you guys said. And I'm like, they're right. But at the same time, this movie was just forced to make everyone like it. And I'm like, so I'm gonna be the different. I'm gonna say I'm gonna give it a B+.
All right, shit. All right, Drew coming in with a B+. And look.
So look, let me say this, Drew. The case that you made against this movie is the case that Monty had always made against this movie.
Yes.
Was that at the end of the day, this was a glorified James Bond movie, and there's nothing super about this superhero.
Yes.
That was always the argument that he said. I think at one point, Monty, you compared it to watching one of the Bourne Identity of Bourne Ultimatum movies, or something like that.
Yeah, but it's still fucking great.
It's still great, and it's still really fun. It's still so good, but
ranked amongst comic movies, it doesn't belong up there. Dries, take it. Go. What you got?
But see, that's one of the things I like about it. Captain America. Like I said, you shoot Captain America in the face, he's fucking dead. You know what I'm saying? He's not about Hulk or any of this shit. Yeah. He's about fighting communism. Yeah. So that's why. Like, and I get what he said about the Infinity Stones and shit, but I mean, Captain America, he's about taking care of human shit. But when he gets together with Thor and Hulk and Iron Man, then they can take care of the planetary threats. Yeah. You know what I'm trying to say? Because he's the leader, he's the one that can coordinate. Because he's been in, he's a captain. He's a captain. You know what I'm trying to say? So yeah, I get that, but it's about he takes care of shit that's going to destroy the country, like communists and secret spy organizations. That's what that's about, in my opinion. So that's why I liked it. You know what I'm saying? Like they kept him in his area. He wasn't fighting motherfucker. He wasn't fighting Hulk. Yeah, he would get smashed at the end of the day.
Wouldn't that be funny if in his quest to destroy communism, Captain America waged a war on EBT food stamps, and
he fought Tyrone? Yeah, that's
crazy. Now, I will say that the callbacks from this movie, like that paid it off in Endgame, made me like Endgame a bit more. Yeah. Like I really like when he's like Hail Hydra, like holy shit, they put the Hail Hydra line from the comics. Fuck yeah, like I get stoked when they keep shit from comics, you know what I'm saying? I think, but in real talk, I've never read a Captain America comic until I read the fucking Secret Empire one. I was never just into the character. I don't know if it's just me feeling. I don't know if it's just me feeling like as a black man, like there's so many characters, so many patriotic characters shoved in our face. And I never really felt patriotic. I never, Well, and like I like.
Yeah, that's the thing that when the political talks start, people don't get why there aren't so many patriotic black people, because we don't have shit to be proud of right now. Like we're still trying to come the fuck up. Yeah, we're still trying to come up. Give us an America we can be proud of. God bless America.
Right.
But like it
hasn't happened yet.
When I saw, my bad. I was just saying, when I saw Black Panther in Wakanda, I was like, I wish I was born there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I would Wakanda forever. Don't fuck with my country.
Yep.
Yeah. But look, the Michael Che from Saturday Night Live, I think he said it best. He said that black people like America, white people love America. Yes. He says when y'all see the flag, y'all like, I will fight to die and defend this shit. He says when we see them 50 stars, we recognize that we only welcome in like 8 of them shits.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, or like Chris Rock said, America is like that uncle that paid for your college but molested you.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Exactly. That's
I was saying to my girl the other day, I'm like, I think it sucks how nowadays, and I don't want to get too political because this ain't the place for that, but I think it sucks how nowadays I look at our flag and I think of it like a symbol of hate now. Like I look at the Confederate flag, because now the people who's waving it are the people who are like, Trump 2020, fuck this, fuck that, fuck you. And I mean, it is what it is if you're into that. But at the same time, I look at that, I'm just reminded, like, damn, this sucks.
Yeah. Dude, I live in Hickville, and when I see a motherfucker with an American flag on his car, or racist, racist.
Yeah, and that sucks. I shouldn't think that.
Yeah,
that flag should not stand for that. That flag, I have friends who've died overseas to fight for that flag, and it should not mean to me now what it does.
And look, and I'm going to say this, based on all that, fight us in the comments. Like, any new people that find this, like, come on, come fight us. Like, and I'll share this with Drew and Dries. Like, we'll all chime in. Like, let's talk.
Yeah. Also, Monty, you need to adjust your camera a little bit. You're a little bit higher than there you go. You got it.
He was almost higher than me.
Yeah. Look, Drew, nobody's higher than you. Like, you got this shit locked. You got this shit locked.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, let's move on to the last movie, because we're running out of real estate.
Yes.
As I want to make sure we still got Dries with us for as long as we got him, and Token Drew. So thank you guys for all hanging out with us.
Yeah. Thank you. Cool. I'm so sorry about how this worked out. Again, I'm gonna say
it's so cool.
All right.
Yeah, it's all no. This is a good episode, and I think good candidates for the panel, Monty.
Oh, I'm agreeing. We might need to talk. Maybe not today, because again, I said a nigga's got to go cook some food. So,
I'm down.
Make this shit happen. But we might need to talk. But yeah. Let's get to what is the last movie? I can't remember.
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange. Yeah, Drew picked this one. All right. That means I go last. I don't rage quit on this, so I'm not afraid. All right. Well, Hannibal, do you want to set up Doctor Strange and then pass it to Drew? Or do you want to...
I mean, Drew picked Doctor Strange. Let's talk. That's the end.
Look. Let's just start it off. We'll give it to you. We all know Doctor Strange. Drew, take that shit away. What you got?
All right. Let me get my little light up glasses for this, for my little color changes. You know what I'm saying? You know, I like these. You know, fucking Facebook ads. You know, yeah. All right, so Doctor Strange. Looks like I'm loading up. There we are. So
there you go.
First things first, I really appreciate how well they did his costume. You know, Benedict Cumberbatch. Is that how you say his name?
Yep. Yeah. You got it.
I think that's close enough.
He fucking nailed it as far as the look. You know, and I'm gonna go through the positives first. You know, so I'm aware of Doctor Strange in the comics as the character. I didn't read the full comics of him, but I read a lot of comics where he showed up. You know, so I'm aware of who the character is.
Yeah.
And as far as dude's portrayal, I thought it was really good. However, it reminded me too much of the first Iron Man movie. Now, I have a severe dislike for Iron Man as a character because of some weird fucker back when I was growing up in New York who had a crush on my mom. So he decided to give me all these Iron Man comics, thinking that it was going to distract me so he can try and spit game at my mom. But dude had no fucking chance at her. She was a fucking singer. She was some church nigga with comics. You know what I'm saying? So anyway.
Take those comics, but you ain't fucking my mom.
Yeah, I'm going to take your shit and I'm going to keep these comics too, bro, but you ain't getting that.
Yes.
Bitch ass nigga. So, but anyway, I really like, you know, the movie's really cool. There's a lot of cool, you know, visual effects. I really liked how they portrayed magic. I thought it was kind of weird how they did the mirror dimension. Felt very Inception-y to me. Yeah. And, you know, that reason alone is like, man, Marvel, you guys are doing so good doing your own shit. And here you guys had a chance to show us something new for reality warping, and you went with Inception. We've already seen that. But you know what? Cool. You know, do your thing. You know, you guys make all the money and run the world. You know, who am I? Just some black dude getting high. You know?
Yeah.
But you know, some of the things I really didn't like about it was, number one, you know, Benedict's accent was garbage. He fucking sounded so garbage. And the forced love angle, with him and old girl from Mean Girls, you know, I'm like, this. I know that every male comic character needs to have their female character, but she just kind of felt kind of forgettable, you know. And I thought it was weird how they changed. They did the whole gender and age change for the Ancient One. You know, he's supposed to be some old dude, and I've always loved that dynamic of seeing, you know, the badass old man who you wouldn't recognize being the one who teaches you shit. But I think, you know, it was a cool twist because, you know, Tilda Swinton, she was decent in the role. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But so, you know, me, when I go see these movies, the opening night with me and my homies, you know, I'm going in there like a comic book fan, so I'm sitting there expecting shit. You know, and this was the movie. I think this one came out right before Endgame, right? Or not Endgame, before Infinity War. Or a little bit before Infinity War.
Yeah, it was the last.
It came out right before third Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And you know, so I had high hopes for this movie because one thing I really love about, you know, the Doctor Strange mythology is he gets all the cosmic people. You get to see the Living Tribunal, the Beyonder, the fucking, you know, Love and Hate, Master Order, Master Chaos, you know, all those abstract characters. I really like them because they don't make sense. I'm like, cool, how are they going to just pick these guys? And when Mordo said, you know, this is the staff of the Living Tribunal, I had a nerdgasm, like, yo, they're going to show us, you know, they're going to show these people this shit. You know, and when he's fucking warping through the fucking, you know, all the dimensions and shit, I was expecting an Easter egg, and there wasn't shit. And I'm like, you had perfect opportunity to give us a glimpse, give us something that shows us you're not scared to tap into that deep comic shit, you know. And it was just such a missed opportunity. And you know, them name dropping shit, I'm like, why would something as powerful as the Living Tribunal have a little stupid ass staff that extends? You're just throwing names out for Easter eggs. This doesn't mean shit. You know, you know, this is stupid. But I still, and when I watched it again with the kids, I was just trying to be critical. I was trying to be like, you know, yeah, I'm gonna be a Saudi comic book fan, but I still really, really fucking enjoyed it, and they really enjoyed it. You know, so that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and give this bitch a B.
Okay. Nice. All right. B.
Token Drew with the B.
Yes, sir.
All right. There we go. It's on the Drees now. What do you got to say about this?
All right. I'm not a big Doctor Strange fan. I'm not really when it comes. I like sci-fi. I'm not really when it comes to my fantasy. I like Game of Thrones type, like light fantasy. You know what I'm trying to say? Mm-hmm. So I'm not really into magic stuff. The Marvel characters, the magic and all that shit. I'm not really into that shit. So I always known of Doctor Strange, but I never really paid any attention to him. But so when I started up the movie, I'm like, I waited till it came out. I torrented it, on Minecraft, and I sat down with my wife and we sat down and watched it. And the thing that Drew said he didn't like, I fucking love when the ancient one. First off, when you just gotta get used to that now. That's how it's gonna be from now on. Disney, especially now that Disney done had it, they're gonna be gender swapping and race swapping things all the time. So it's time to we gotta it ain't gonna be like the comics where everybody's just old and white. It's just not gonna happen.
Yeah,
they're gonna throw in women. They're gonna be throwing other races in there. People of different sexualities and things of that nature. It's just gonna happen. That's the way of the world now. So I don't have a problem. But when the buildings start shifting and they fighting with the ancient one, I'm like, oh shit, I wish I was high when I was watching this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I wish I had some shrooms or some shit. Damn, this is dope. And it's just everything is going flippity floppy. I'm like, God, I wish I was high. And it was just great. And then they go into Stephen Strange, and I'm correct. Drew's correct. Benedict's accent was garbage, but I like how he fucking he had his accident. He crushed. No, he was this arrogant surgeon, and he crushed his hands. And then he was going through every motherfucking thing he could do just to rebuild his hands, because that was his life, his fucking hands and shit. He even went so far to go to the east and he's a fucking bum just trying to find the way to heal his hands and shit. And then how he had to mop floors and do all this menial work while he's sitting there trying to recover his hands, which he technically didn't, you know what I'm saying? But of course, through learning the magic and all that stuff, he learned he didn't really fucking need his hands. He has a new way to use his powers and shit. And it was just, I loved it. I loved it as an origin story. I love I can't pronounce his name because it's crazy, but the dude that played Mordu, loved him. I love how they, you can see them becoming rivals and shit. Because Mads Mikkelsen is in it. I pretty much love Mads Mikkelsen in anything, even though his role was pretty garbage in the movie. But whatever, he looks scary. He's a bad guy. Cool. Wong, I love the dude that plays Wong. Love that. He's awesome. Yep. He's good at anything. Especially, what else? Drew's right. The Force romance was garbage. But I loved it, and like I said, I loved the ancient one. Loved all the magic. What I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not really a magic fan, so watching all that. With the time, I already knew that was the time stone, with the eye of Agamotto. Yeah, I already knew that was the time stone because the way they was doing it. And one of my, I'm sitting there babbling, my bad. But one of my favorite parts of the movie is when they actually opened the dimension for Dormammu. And I'm not a big Dormammu fan, but I got a friend that is. So I was like, I can't wait to see what they do with him. And I just love how he just did that time shit, and Dormammu just killing that nigga. Yep. I love when he kills him, and then Dormammu then he comes back, and the motherfucker's like, whoa, what? What the fuck?
what is this?
Yeah, what is this? This is time. And he just kept killing them over. That was my favorite part right there. And of course, the cape. The cape was hilarious.
Yes.
I enjoyed the movie. So, fuck it, I'm going to give it an A again, because I enjoyed it. It made me like magic in the Marvel universe.
Fair. All right. Nice.
God, TV gave it a... Oh, let me see. I'm trying to write your grade in. Gave it a motherfucker.
Being real generous today, other than Wolverine.
You are. I see that.
Don't give me no.
See that.
It's gonna get shit on.
I got you. This is interesting. This is okay. So Doctor Strange is one of those characters that I was curious to see how this was gonna go. And I do have a cutter to keep it. For this one that I'll get to at the very, very end. It'll be the last thing we do as we end the show. All right, so let me get into it. What did I like about Doctor Strange? Okay. I love the opening fight scene with the Ancient One and Caecilius, okay? The bending buildings and all the effects on the magic and shit like that. Like, look, this movie came out after Inception. Inception, Christopher Nolan had already done this and showed, hey, this is what it looks like when you do the buildings like this and that. But then what Marvel did was they was like, hey, we're going to steal this idea and improve upon it. Like, what if you had to have a fight in one of these like Escher puzzles where it's like the floor is also the ceiling, and then this turns around and it created for some unique dynamics, which made for some fantastic looking fight scenes. I love how they use Doctor Strange's medical scenes to show simultaneous, like the first medical scene that they showed him. I love how they used that to simultaneously show how smart he was and how pompous he was at the same time. Yeah. Okay? Mm-hmm. Like, they literally, like, in, like, a few, without, like, and this is one of the things that I love about how the Marvel, DC, because anytime I've talked to people that's like, oh, these movies are trash, they're awful, they're kids' movies, it's like, look, you got to understand, these movies, and this movie specifically, does not treat its audience like it's stupid. It's the little things the film does that makes this awesome. That makes this movie awesome. Like, after Doctor Strange saves the guy that's brain dead, right? And then they go tell the family that he's okay. There's no audio playing, right? And you see Rachel McAdams tell the family that the guy's gonna be okay. And we see the guy's presumably wife gets excited, and then she hugs Rachel McAdams. And there's no audio playing. Then we see her try to go hug Doctor Strange, and then he hits that bitch with the Heisman stiff arm. Like, oh, I'm good. You don't gotta touch me. Okay? I'm just out here saving niggas. You don't need to put your hands on me. All right, like, stay over there. All right, And there's no audio. There's no dialogue. The camera watches from outside the waiting room. And we see off the gate that he is not with the shits. And it's the subtle things that they do like that help you establish who the character is. And those are the things. I mean, obviously the special effects is great. There's a lot of things that are great about this movie. I think is awesome. Because Disney has found a way to make us give a damn about characters that don't nobody give a damn about. I mean, there are people that care about Doctor Strange, but people don't really care about Doctor Strange. That's why every couple of years they throw this nigga on a new team. They're like, oh, well, let's pair him up with Blade, or let's pair him up with the Punisher, or let's pair him up with Morbius, because don't nobody give a shit about Doctor Strange. They want people to give a shit about Doctor Strange. They don't really. And Monty knows, he works in the comic shop, so I know Monty knows a lot more people that care about this character. But, like, in the pantheon of the casual comic book enthusiast doesn't give a damn about this character. But this movie made people give a shit about him, and I think that's awesome. Honestly, the two things I didn't like about this movie, and one thing is personal, and I didn't use it to influence my grade. One, I didn't like that that a lot of they didn't show a lot of Doctor Strange being a huge asshole before his accident. Instead, he's kind of an asshole. He has an accident, and then we see him be even more of an asshole after the accident. So, and I kind of wish we'd seen a little bit more of him being asshole-ish before the accident. But again, that's personal issues. I don't think that's anything that should really affect the grade of this film. The thing that I will knock the movie down on is Caecilius was a decent villain, right? He was, and so was the all-powerful Dormammu, and so was Mordo. But eventually, Mordo will eventually become the villain that he's supposed to be. But the thing that this movie really lacks, I think, is a quality villain. And I think that's what stops this from being a super top tier film. That being said, do not underestimate what I'm saying. I don't misinterpret what I'm saying. I think this movie is great, okay? And a shout out to all of the fantastic actors with terrible names, okay? Benedict Cumberbatch, Tilda Swinton, Chiwetel Ejiofor, okay? Your names on paper are ugly and gross. I don't like them. But you're fucking great actors, and y'all made this movie fucking dope as hell. You made me give a shit about a character that I've never given a shit about. And this is a good ass movie. The fucking Cape the Cape is a great character. Watching watching Tilda Swinton play the Ancient One. Chiwetel Ejiofor is always masterful. Wong is fantastic. You know what I'm saying? Low-key scene steal. Get this nigga some more scenes, okay? This dude is incredible, all right? I enjoyed the fuck out this movie. I'm giving this a B+.
All right.
Yeah, I thought this movie was really good. And I'll tell you this, rewatching this movie now, I liked it more now than I did when I saw it the first couple times.
All right.
I did. I enjoyed this movie. So, Montel Vontavious Porter. Zoe, go full screen with that. What you think of this movie? Okay.
This movie. Hang on, let me adjust. Like I got a weird setup here. Yeah.
You look like a ghost right now.
I know.
You look like you're in the middle. You look like you're fighting off the Thanos snap. Right.
Don't fix it. Don't fix it. Leave it. Because I kind of like what this does here. Like we have
He's about to go make some pottery with Demi Moore in a second.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Oh, I can't remember the song. What was the song? Fuck. I was gonna start singing it.
Oh my love.
Yes, that's the song.
My darling.
Yes, I've hungered. All right. Anyway, yeah, I agree with all of you. Like y'all all said all the shit I was thinking, except I think I saw Honest Red in the chat talking about the origin story fatigue, which is when I saw this in theaters, I had the same thing. If I were to grade that movie right after seeing it in the theater, it would have been somewhere in the C range. Because we were this deep into the MCU already. And now we got another origin. This is why. But going past all that, and after having rewatched a bunch of other Marvel movies without them being in time context, if that makes sense, without seeing it, knowing, all right, I'm waiting for the next thing. Now I got to meet this guy. Fuck, get it over with. Who's Doctor Strange? Got it. What's happening next in the story? I kind of mentally fast forwarded through this movie until rewatching it recently, and this is a really great movie. It's really well done, really well put together. They did a fucking great job with it. So that statement on top of everything y'all said, I give this movie an A. I think everyone should see this. This movie is fun.
Nice.
Really great superhero movie. So there you go.
Yeah, no, I'm not mad at your A. I wasn't mad at Black Guy TV's A, and I'm not mad at Token Drew's B either.
Yeah.
Like I'm not mad because I think this movie is it's in between really good and fucking awesome. Like right. I think it's somewhere in that range, and I'm not mad at anybody who rates it there. This is gonna move that movie up really high on our list too.
Yeah, it should be. It should be. It's really well done.
It's a really good movie.
Yeah, it belongs up top, and I don't think we don't disagree on it. We just disagree on how high up it is. So that's fine. That's fine.
We don't disagree. So look, I don't know if you guys know this, but now we have officially rated from last January to now. Monty and I have watched and reviewed. This is version 23 of the list. This will be from January 2019 to October 2020. Monty and I have watched and reviewed 132 comic book movies.
Wow. Shit. Yeah. And we haven't even done 1% of these motherfuckers. Which is why there's a channel for it.
Yes. And look, I just want to go ahead and I'm going to do this right now. I'm going to just give you our bottom 10 movies, right? So everybody's like, what you got at the top? But I mean, the top is the top. But let's talk about what's at the bottom, right? The very last movie on our list is Catwoman, 2004. Okay?
Right. Definitely.
Catwoman has got a negative 0.2 as a grade. Right?
Yeah.
So, that's the lowest on the list. Then the movie right above that is 3 Dev Adam, a.k.a. 3 Giant Men, a.k.a. Turkish Spider-Man, came out in 1973, which has a negative 0.1875.
Yes.
Got a nice F minus. There you go. Then we have Steel above that, 1997 Steel, with a negative 0.0625. Also an F minus. Then we have Son of the Mask, the sequel to The Mask, starring the worst actor of all time, Jamie Kennedy, right? And that movie has a 0.125. which the only reason is it would be much lower, but Crimson, I'm calling you out, Crimson, when you see this shit.
Yeah, okay? Crimson, I saw you in the chat.
The movie, yes. Crimson gave this movie a D instead of the F it deserved because he said, and I quote, "The baby was funny." Nah, fam.
That doesn't move it up a letter grade, Crimson. Come on, bro.
Not at all. Not at all.
That ain't that guy.
Yeah. And then the next movie on our and the next movie is The Spirit 2008, which has a 0.35. Yes, I gave it a D minus. Monty gave it an F. Yes, I saw it in the theater on Christmas Day. So you just much like that Christmas I didn't get Super Mario Brothers 3. This also ruined my Christmas. So Shit. I ended up getting it. I ended up getting Super Mario 3 for Mardi Gras, which is super weird. It's all good. It's all good. So
y'all got Mardi Gras gifts?
I know I got a Mardi Gras gift because my grandmother realized that she didn't give me. I was like, look, all I want is Super Mario 3. That's all I want. This nigga Mario is flying. I need that in my life. And she was like, I got you, no problem, and then didn't get it.
All right.
Shit.
So that was that. But yeah, we've done 132 movies. And those are the bottom 5 right there. So look, I want to end it right now before we end the show, because I want to say thank you to everybody watching the show. And like I say, if you haven't already, like, share, subscribe. Go ahead, please like it, please share it. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead, subscribe, click the bell notification. This channel is growing and developing. Monty and I will be doing and trailer reaction.
Yeah, also, if you've come here from, watching the other bullshit that, it's fun in its own way, but if you've got friends that you can't share lolscousy shit with, that are into comic movies and nerd shit, share this shit with them. Tell them to come hang out with us. It's fun over here. Like we're talking shit about all this. So
so definitely come hang out with us on the Ultimate Comic Book Movie List as we endeavor to watch and rank every comic book movie ever made. Like I said, this puts us at 132 movies. And look, there's still a lot of movies we haven't done. We still haven't talked about Captain America Civil War. We haven't talked about any of the Thor movies. We haven't done any live-action Batman movies yet. We haven't done there's a lot of shit that we still haven't gotten to, and there are more movies coming out every day, all the time. So it's gonna be fun, and we're doing everything, not just the big budget movies, but also the indie films. We're doing the released stuff, the unreleased stuff. We're doing the director's cuts. We're ranking them separately from everything. Like, we're trying to review every comic book film ever. We watched the made-for-TV 1974 Wonder Woman movie, all right?
Yep.
Which is awful, okay? That shit's terrible, okay? They tried to kill this bitch with a red, white, and blue wall of mud, okay? That is a real thing from this movie, okay? This shit is crazy. So look, y'all don't know the struggle. We about that life. And, thank you to Seth Looks. Thank you to Grand Ultimate Villain. Thank you, Robert Blair, for subscribing. Kilo sent us some money. Thank you very much. Jeff Blacktracks, who we need to have Jeff Blacktracks on the show again, because we had him on the Ultimate Comic Book Movie List, where all we did was review animated Justice League movies. So I would love to have him come on. Maybe we can schedule you for next month, man. So hit us up. You got my number. We talk almost every day. So hit my phone.
Yeah, I would love that.
I want to end this one with a cut of the keep it for this episode, all right? And I think this is going to be a good one for Doctor Strange. Okay, so cut of the keep it is the segment where we get to pretend. Do we have time for Tough Titty? You just want to do cut of the keep it?
No, we don't have time for Tough Titty. We gotta wrap soon.
Gotcha. I got you. No, I got you, because you gotta start cooking, right? Because your son is hungry. Okay. So look,
it's almost 3.
I got you. So check it out. Cut it or keep it. This is the segment where we get to play a fantasy role as the editor of the film, and we get to make decisions on the movie about whether or not it's going to make the movie better or worse by making these by cutting or keeping certain scenes from the movie. So when the movie came out, when Doctor Strange came out,
wait, hang on, real quick. Thank you, Buck Melanoma. Thanks for subscribing. I know Hannibal likes to skip you. I don't know what you did to him or what he thinks you did to him. Buck, I got you, man. Thank you, Buck. Thank you. Continue, Hannibal.
What? I don't. First off, I never skip Buck Melanoma, all right? First off, there's another person we know named Buck that Monty doesn't like, so he purposefully ignores you sometimes because he's like, you know what? I don't like anybody named Buck. Okay, that's what he says to me when we're on the phone, and I was like, come on, man, Buck Melanoma is not the other Buck, so you shouldn't have a problem with him. So you shouldn't have problems with the other Buck either, even though he an asshole, and he a whole asshole.
I don't have problems with him, but he is an asshole.
He's like the asshole. He is trying to be like the king of all assholes. Like, I'm like, brother, just understand that is not a badge that you just wanna. That's not an achievement you want to unlock, my nigga. Okay, that's not awesome. Anyway,
continue.
Anyway, so here we go. We're playing Cut It or Keep It right now. So Cut It or Keep It. When this movie came out, when Doctor Strange came out, there was a bit of when the casting was announced, there was a bit of brouhaha amongst people, amongst woke SJW snowflakes, about Tilda Swinton playing the Ancient One. Now, we've seen the movie. We know how good she is in the movie. But one could make the argument that the Ancient One could have just as easily been played by the dude from Ong Bak, Tony Jaa, or it could have been played by who's Ip Man. Yeah, Jet Li could have did it. Jackie Chan could have did it. BD Wong could have done it. You know, he's America's typical Asian guy. They hired Kerry Nagawa, the guy who played Shang Tsung in the Mortal Kombat movie. There are so many guys that they could have hired, or so many people they could have hired, Asian men, Asian women, but they didn't. They hired a white girl. Okay?
Yeah.
So, cut it or keep it. You know, if you had the opportunity to recast, do you cut or keep Tilda Swinton as the Ancient One? What do y'all say? Everybody in the chat, let us know what you think. We've already seen the movie, so we know how good it is. So let me know, would the movie have been better served with a different actor playing the Ancient One? Or do we leave it as is? Cut it or keep it?
I'm just going to say keep it. I need to say no more. Drew, Drees, y'all take it.
I'll let Drew go first.
I'm gonna say cut it, but keep it as a female. It'd been cool if they would have hired like an Asian actress or someone else, like some other. I mean, Tilda Swinton is great, but give another bitch a chance. You know, I feel like they played it kind of safe on that role. So I do like how Drees stated earlier about, you know, that's just how it is nowadays. I think they did a good choice of doing a female protagonist for that part. But
all right, that's fair. That's fair. All right, I'm with you. All right, Drees.
I'm on the same. Basically, Drew basically said the same thing as me. But if you like, I know some people got mad. Oh, why is it a woman? But let's think about it. If they didn't put Tilda Swinton in, all it would have been, it was like the love interest would have been like the only female in the damn show, basically as a main character.
True.
So I'm with him. I'm with it. Like, keep it a female, cut her out, make it an Asian woman, because that would have been more authentic in my eyes, you know.
Yeah. I mean, look, like Michelle Yeoh was like, I'm pretty sure y'all could have called her, and I'm pretty convinced she's one of the sexiest Asian. She's the sexiest Asian MILF in all of Hollywood right now. I think.
So could you imagine like fucking Alex Borstein being the Asian one?
Well, think about it.
Look,
if they really wanted to play it safe and make it Asian, somebody said in the chat, Lucy Liu.
Yeah, Clockwork Rex.
Lucy Liu.
I was about to point that out. Yeah, Clockwork Rex.
God damn. You know what? I take that back. I said Michelle Yeoh is the sexiest Asian MILF.
Oh,
Lucy.
Yeah, look. Hey, Hannibal. If you ever question Lucy Liu's hotness again, that's when she collects your fucking head. Watch your mouth.
Oh, you're right. That's, you know what? That's, and I don't want to deal with that shit. Yeah. So yeah, Michelle Yeoh, Lucy Liu. I can't think of the woman who played Chun-Li in the Street Fighter movie. What's her name? She's dope as well. She always kind of plays a bit of an antagonistic character. I think Donnie Yen, the guy who played Ip Man, would have been fantastic. Because I enjoyed him in Rogue One as the blind guardian of the Kyber crystal cave.
He was cool.
You know, I think he would have been fantastic as well. I think Jet Li would have been great. There's a lot of actors that I think a lot of Asian actors they could have grabbed for this role. But all that said, Tilda Swinton is awesome. Tilda Swinton is probably the best part of the Constantine movie. Okay, as Gabriel the Angel, right? She is that motherfucker can act her ass off, and I am not mad that they like. Would I rather you make it something that's culturally authentic, or give it to a really, really great actor or actress? I'm like, whatever's gonna make the movie better, and she made the movie great. All right, like she did the shit very well. So I'm not mad at Tilda Swinton. Like if before the movie would have came out, I'd have been like, nah, I'm not even dealing with this fight. Let's just go ahead and cast somebody, of Asian descent. All right. You mean to tell me all the motherfuckers that's from China, from Japan, from South Korea, from Thailand, from the Philippines, all the motherfuckers from Laos. You mean to tell me from Vietnam? You mean to tell me we had to get a white bitch? But then you know what? She was dope though. So
But look, why are you trying to fight Buck Melanoma? You trying to end up on the list with Wilson? You and Wilson on the list? Is that what you want? He's like, someone tell Monty that Lucy Liu doesn't actually know karate. I know that.
Hey, they were like, we made more do black shit.
That's
what
true.
else do you want from us?
Yeah.
I don't care if she could do karate. I only care if she could do it with a dick in it. That's all I care about.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that really matters.
Damn. Okay. All right.
Michelle Yu. There you go. Michelle Yu. That's also somebody. Ming Na would have been dope. Yeah. So yeah, Asia Carrera. Asia Carrera.
Isn't that a porn star?
Yeah, Monty, is that a porn star?
I don't know. Well,
Sounds like it.
I'm not. Don't.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh.
You mentioned Monty's favorite porn star, and you got a second favorite porn star, and then you got kicked off the stream. That's what happened.
No, that's not what happened. Zoe's fixing it. But we're wrapping up. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what happened to your video. That's weird. Drew is gone.
I'm still here though. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can see you.
We hear you.
Skype chat.
Yeah.
Like a disembodied voice.
Yeah, she'll fix it. But we should start bringing this to an end. This has been a fun show, and we'll see if Zoe gets it fixed. But she's got it fixed. All right, I think you'll be back. Yeah. All right. So there we go. There we go.
So, Dries, Token Drew, thank you guys for being on the show. Anything you guys want to plug before we end the stream?
Thank you.
Oh yeah, well shit, I'll plug my channel. Come check me out. Subscribe to me.
Zoe's gonna drop those links if you have time. I think she's
if you guys are a fan of rap music, I got a whole new rap album coming out, so I'm pretty excited about that. So
yes, we gotta get you and Hannibal working on a remix to Can. So
I'm down for whatever, yo.
Well, we can work on anything you want to. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't have to be G-Man related, okay?
Yeah,
don't let my father. Okay,
I don't want that motherfucker to get more publicity from me. He got enough.
All right.
I thrashed him once.
Fair enough.
But yeah, let's definitely work, man. I'm down. I'm definitely down.
Awesome.
Thanks for having me on. That's really cool. I really appreciate it.
Dread is on the list.
Yeah, I'm looking to see where I'm looking to tell him where it is right now, so he can.
While you look,
Dread is number 42 on our list. It got a 2.5, which is a C-. Go ahead, and I'm looking for the other one.
There you go. And Dries, you want to tell them where they can find you, and maybe Zoe can drop those links one more time for us.
My bad. Talking to me?
Yes.
Oh yeah, my family came home. So acting like they don't know I'm on the damn computer and stuff. So anyways, yeah, man. Just Black Guy. You just put Black Guy TV. You'll see the icon. It just look like me smiling all evilly and shit.
Yeah, and look,
I do weekly Tard stuff.
Yeah. Send me a text to remind me about your membership icons. I keep forgetting until I'm watching you on stream. Text me and be like, hey, bro, membership. Gotcha.
I don't want to be a nag, bro. That's all it is.
You can remind me.
All right, but yeah. Black Guy TV should be in the. I'm assuming it'll be on the description. I seen it in the chat because I was looking at it. Yeah, man. I don't normally talk about comic book stuff, but if you want to see the weirder side of YouTube, check me out.
Yeah. And he's good with that shit. Yeah. So
thank you.
So yeah. And the only thing me and Hannibal have to plug for anybody new that finds this that hasn't seen the shit show, check out Hannibal and Monty shit show, where we're not talking about comic books. because, you know, the fans push this over to a new channel. But we're happy to meet y'all. So, whoever y'all are.
There you go. And I'm sorry, Wilson. I just tagged the grades for Dread, so you can see where it falls on our list. We're eventually going to put the entire list online somewhere, so you guys can see the list and you can see everybody's grades and all of that stuff as is. So anything that can be done to help us improve any of it, let us know. We're working on it. We're like just like the shit show. Like, go back and look at the first couple episodes of the shit show, and then look at where we were after like 10 episodes, after 25 episodes, after 50 episodes, after 100 episodes. Like that, like our show has grown in leaps and bounds in production value, and that's because of you guys. That's because of your Streamlabs, your nickel chats, donations, your Patreon membership, your YouTube's membership, all that stuff. You guys buying items from our merch store, all of that stuff. You know, buying Monty's art, paying me for beats. You know what I'm saying? All that shit helps us make the show better. We got new computers, new webcams, new fucking microphones. We got Black Guy TV. Dre's hanging out with us. We got Token Drew hanging out with us. We all got this fuck G-Man energy about us. Monty got to go make some motherfucking ribs today. I'm going to make some goddamn money. Shit, I ain't got nothing else to say. I ain't got no more else talking.
There we go. All right.
Ain't got no more talk.
Right.
There we go. We will see y'all later. We don't have an ending for this yet, so it's just gonna end.
Oh yeah, and for those of y'all wondering, the torture episode for Hannibal and Monty Shit Show this month is going to be, we watch horror movies that we let you guys vote on. We created a ranker list where everybody can add and subtract, and the results are in. The top 4 movies as voted on by y'all that we will be watching are Hellraiser, which Monty does not want to watch. Saw, which Monty does not want to watch again, right? 7, which Monty has never seen
and I don't
is
want to
going
watch.
to be, that he doesn't want to watch, and The Thing from 1982, which is going to give Monty nightmares, and Monty has agreed in principle, not in theory, not in principle, to watch the movies live and let you guys he's gonna live stream him watching the movies so you guys can
I might do it in the Shit Show Discord.
Yes.
Yeah, and stream my reaction so that y'all will hear it, but it won't be on stream.
Yes. Hellraiser, Hellraiser, The Thing, Saw, and 7. So those are the 4 movies that we're watching. We're going to be joined by Frank and Brand from the Geek Room. And understand, this is a torture episode for Monty specifically. So I feel like, to counterbalance things, maybe in November we need to do a torture episode that's specifically designed to torture Hannibal. That way there's balance.
Or maybe not. I got plans for this month that you don't know about yet. That
make him watch Shanny porn.
Yes, Hannibal has to write an essay describing shanty porn. That could be a fun thing, and then we have
that's just
people
terrible.
reread it. Yeah.
You have no idea. You have not seen it yet.
Yes.
Yeah. Look, y'all gotta understand. Monty does not watch any horror films at all. Like, it doesn't matter. Like I said, the nigga never seen 7. Okay, so if you've seen 7, you know what it's not. Okay,
it's not even a horror film.
Right. Okay. So the fact that he's avoided 7 and this nigga got to watch Hellraiser and The Thing now. Okay. Oh man.
Good luck, brother.
Man. Look.
Good luck.
Look, you lucky because Human Centipede was in the top 10.
I know. I saw that.
Shit.
Fuck all of y'all for that. But that being said, let's I don't even know. We need a good ending sound for this, and I never found one. But
all right,
this has been a fun show. This has been a fun show. Thank all of y'all for being here. I'm about to go start making some food and seeing who's in my house right now.